Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome to Chicago's first ever semi-pro bocce draft from the Chicago Bocce Club here in Chicago, Illinois. I was going to try and guess the neighborhood. Are we in Westtown?
We are in Westtown.
Westtown, Chicago. Welcome, everybody. I'm Mike Sheldon. This is Andy Zimmerman, and you are watching the BBN. Oh, that's the wrong animation. We'll figure that out later.
Great start. Mike, I am fired up. Of course, my wedding was the greatest day of my life, but this could be the most exciting. I was very nervous that day. Today I'm not nervous. I am thrilled beyond belief, and you know I'm an excitable boy. I'm always in a relatively good mood, but this is everything I ever dreamed of, or perhaps everything I never dreamed of.
Yes. We got a brand. I'm still stuck on it. I loaded up the wrong animator. We got a brand new computer here, folks. Very exciting for the start of the CBL. We're streaming it 1.2 megabits per second for anybody who cares out there.
All right, that sounds like
that's about double.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bocce player. That doesn't sound like a lot to me, but
I'm sorry. That's 4 times. It's over 4 times the bit rate that we normally stream at.
Here's what I can tell you, Mike. We look good.
We're just a couple of guys, you know.
Couple of guys.
The place is outfitted beautifully. Let's see if we can get a look at the room here. The lights will go down once the draft starts. We'll have our first pick in about 10 minutes. Donko Dickey, front and center. Scott Altpeter, owner of the Bucktown Billy Goats. We got Bucktown's franchise player right here. Well, until the draft starts, we are going to have a couple of our owners come sit with Andy, because Andy is a much more thoughtful interviewer than I am. And we're going to hear their perspective on the upcoming Chicago Bocce League. But first, folks, if you haven't been watching, we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. If you haven't been watching, folks, every Monday we have been live for the last 5 weeks from Youngstown, Ohio for the Ohio Bocce League, America's other semi-pro bocce league and the sister league of the upcoming CBL. And here's a little compilation we put together from Ohio.
He has been playing so.
Awesome. We just got a clip reel there from the Ohio Bocce League. I'm a huge fan. I've tuned in every week, and we got a lot to live up to. They're playing some outstanding bocce. I am sitting here with the owner of the Highwood Stallions, Tim Tillari.
Highwood Stallions.
What's up, Tim?
It's great to be here. What an exciting event. This place looks unbelievable. Awesome community. Props to Mikey for creating the CBL and, the Ohio Bocce League. They got shooters there. It's crazy.
They do. Everyone in Ohio can shoot, and it has been unbelievable to watch. We're going to be playing a little different format than they are, but we'll get to that later. Tim, why don't you just tell me, briefly, how you got involved with the Chicago Bocce League and what made you decide to put in the application as an owner?
Yeah, so I'll go past, present, future. no, in chronological, nothing importance. But passes. I come from Highwood Bocce Court. My parents, their friends came here. Built the club, and I grew up there. So I want to make them proud. Right? That's simple as that. Present. I want to win. We're fierce competitors.
We sure are. We've had some incredible battles out there.
We're 1-1, and I want to win. I want to obviously compete. I want to build the best team possible and make a statement and win.
And your franchise player Todd Michael is like you just said. He's your number one sidekick. You guys have competed for a couple years together exclusively. And was it a no-brainer picking Todd?
No-brainer. I don't travel without Todd.
Absolutely. And we all know, if you guys haven't heard the name Todd Michael, he doesn't travel a lot, but he is definitively.
I make him travel.
He is definitively the best Highwood player that never practices. He's just a natural talent, and
he's one of the best shooters in the country. I believe that, and actually he's playing Anthony LaBarbera in the club championship at Highwood on Saturday, 3 p.m. But I didn't finish my answer, so I got the past, present, and the future.
How about the future?
The future is building the game, getting the next generation to play, and take it to a whole nother level. I think that. Obviously the goal of all this is to take it nationally, internationally, and you know what? The Olympics. It should be in the Olympics, and this is just the start.
Absolutely. That is our company goal, and that is what we've been working towards, and this is just another step along the way. Buddy, I know you as a friend and as a bocce player, and I think you're excellent at both. We got a real gentleman here, and thank you for your time, and good luck with the draft.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to competing. All right, we're going to bring in our next owner here, Andy Bonillo, who is probably unknown even locally here to our bocce players. He is the proud owner of the Fulton Market Butchers. And Andy Bonillo, we just met this morning in person for the first time. Welcome to the Chicago Bocce League.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you having me.
How you doing? Fulton Market Butchers is your team.
Right.
Why don't you give me a quick background? Why don't you give the people on the BBN a quick background? How you, one, got into bocce, two, why are you interested in the Chicago Bocce League and now an owner?
Well, first of all, Chicago's an amazing city. I've had the luxury of being able to come here many times throughout my life. I have family in Park Ridge. And
I'm sorry, where do you live?
I live in Leesburg, Virginia.
Okay.
And so I come here by way of Virginia. Super fun. Spend some time out here. I love Chicago. I started playing bocce about when I was 5 years old in my grandfather's backyard, and then this has progressed, and now we host a family tournament at my house in Virginia. So I told the team when we win this year, flying them back for the family tournament. My family's super excited to be a part of it, as am I.
I love that.
And Fulton Market's an amazing place. It's up and coming, like the heritage of the butcher and the meatpacking district, and just the grit. I love that part of town.
That neighborhood has an old bocce history too. Taylor Street and Fulton Market had a huge Italian population. They had bocce courts there.
I'm learning.
Italian festivals where they would host a tournament every year, and now Fulton Market is the number one food district in Chicago right now. All the best restaurants are there, coming and going. A lot of staples have maintained, but it's a best place to eat in Chicago.
Shout out to Publicans. I had a great lunch there today.
Oh, nice.
It was awesome.
Did you go to the Publican restaurant?
I did.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite restaurant in Chicago since they opened.
So fun.
So consistent.
Yeah.
Your franchise player is Vito Bonsante, somebody that I went to high school with, I grew up with. I brought him into this game, and he has become a monster. He's an absolute beast. How did you meet Vito and decide to make him your general manager?
Yeah, listen, I had a lot of good conversations with Vito. Mike, turned it on to me. I appreciate his discipline, his accuracy in position as a player. He's a national medalist, but his passion was really what sold me, and his really principled human being.
Yeah.
And so when I think about the Butchers and our team and what we're about, I really appreciate just him as a human and what I think he brings to our relationship that we started to build already. And I think that's going to carry on. And I think you'll see the level of analysis that he's done in preparation for the draft show out in our later picks this evening. Hopefully there'll be some surprises out there for you.
That's very exciting to hear. I've known Vito since he was 15 years old, and my favorite thing about him is his passion, whether it's for you or against you. He believes what he believes, and he pushes hard for it. I've been in many fantasy leagues with him, and his research, is second to none. He works harder than anyone, and just an all-around great guy. And I think it's a great matchup to have him. So, with the league, kicking off in January, are we going to see you at all? Are you going to pop in, make a visit?
I'm definitely going to come back out. Yeah,
okay.
I love it. I love the team. These courts are unbelievable. My artificial turf court back home is a little different compared to what you got here. This is amazing to see the level of play and the precision and accuracy needed, and the consistency in your skill set is just unbelievable. So for all of you that are recreational bocce players at home, like myself, doesn't compare to what these guys do, these men and women do out here at the professional level. So
well, we all started just how you did. Friend of a friend, barbecue bocce. Family tournaments. I had a little clearer path. I got lucky. I met some people very early that introduced me to the Highwood Bocce Club, and but what we love about this game is how welcoming it is, how inviting it is for everybody to be engaged immediately, and I'm sure you understand that, and now you're a part of something much bigger.
I love how accessible it is, right? It's a Special Olympic sport, right? Everybody plays. I mean, as I talk about, what we're doing with Chicago Bocce League and with the Butchers, I'm amazed at how many people are consistently now opening up about how much they have this passion and love for for bocce, and it's coming out of the woodwork. And so I'm just anticipating this continuing to grow, but it's going to happen based on, the level of attention we give it. And I think, you all have done an amazing job of being resilient and really driving this to where we are today. So congratulations to you all for getting us there.
Thank you so much.
Bringing me in.
It is a labor of love, and we have the joke, if you build it, they will come. And we've added to that, if you build it and work, 60 to 70 hours a week for 10 years, they will come. And here you are. It's a real pleasure to have you. Good luck in the draft tonight. Thanks for sitting
Andy.
down with me. We're going to bring Mike back in here, and look forward to fighting against the Fulton Market Butchers.
Good night, kids. Have a good night tonight.
All right.
Watch the draft. See you tomorrow. Go Butchers.
All right. Thanks, Andy. Andy Bonillo from the Fulton Market Butchers, playing with Vito Bonsante and Mauricio Pirelli as their franchise player. Really good start to relatively unknown. But what I love about this game is we always say that the best player in the world and the worst player in the world can love this game equally. Welcome back, Mike.
That's a nice warm seat, Andy. Thank you.
Yeah. I run hot. Top to bottom.
I say so.
All right, room's filling out. Lots of familiar faces.
We got about 3. Oh, I just remembered. As soon as I put the headset on, I remember what I wanted to tell Alex. We got about 3 minutes, folks, until the start of this evening's.
It's a draft, Mike.
What do you call? Oh yeah,
it's a draft. We have.
I gotta tell Alex what I forgot to tell him.
All right, he's got to tell Alex what he forgot to tell him. I'm gonna do a terrible job at this. We do have some incredible sponsors tonight. Montucky came through. Yingling came through. Chopin Vodka. Cedar Ridge Whiskey. And I'm gonna butcher this name. Sanzanella Tequila coming in, providing imbibements. Schilling Cider is here, providing imbibements for our draftees and guests, and hopefully we can continue those partnerships through the Chicago Bocce League, much like our friends out in Ohio have done with their incredible sponsorships, mainly Surfside providing Player of the Week and commercials. Very exciting to see commercials on a bocce broadcast. Not the YouTube ones.
Bocce's the only sport where people get excited to see commercials.
Yeah. Commercials mean you've done something. You got somebody's attention, and that's what's good.
Or at the very least, we downloaded a commercial and we're.
But you gotta assign it to a button, and.
Sure, buttons cost money.
Well, I spent my life becoming an expert at pushing buttons. I don't know how to operate any of this machinery here.
Good. Job security for me.
Let's push buttons.
Well, folks, our fearless leader, Alex Guerra, is at the podium, VP of the Chicago Bocce League.
Hey, Mike, let's take a look at the crowd gathered here tonight for the draft.
Why not? Where'd all my buttons go?
We got team tables.
You pressed the button, didn't you?
I told you, I'm good at pressing buttons. We got our team tables all the way in the back. The people standing, congregating, those are the official team tables. Everybody in the front here is a hopeful player. Lots of familiar faces. Most of them dressed up nice, and we appreciate that. This is a draft.
Fulton Market Butchers table in the back there. Andy Bonillo, owner of the Fulton Market Butchers. Vito Bonsante in the blue. Center your screen, showing him a nice bottle of whiskey, I'm sure. That is your player manager for the
Michael,
Fulton Market Butchers.
I will tell you, Vito Bonsante loaned the Chicago Bocce Club a gift, and we have put it in our trophy case. It is a autographed basketball by Kobe Bryant that was signed in Italy and given to one of his relatives.
Vito's the best.
So we have a basketball that Kobe Bryant autographed in Italy. Very Bocce adjacent.
And also,
all right, we're starting here.
Yes, we are live streaming tonight. We assume that you consent to be broadcasted, to be on camera if you're here. If you're not,
some legalities. Also on screen there was Anthony LaBarbera, co-owner of the Elmwood Park Eagles. Sorry, I'm swaying in my chair, sorry.
No affiliation to Eagleman Insurance. Mike, you don't know what that is, but everybody from Chicago does.
Sure, thanks for clearing that up.
plenty of seats up front here.
Let's see if our cameras work. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
We'll get there in a second. Wow, this is exciting. And there goes my co-host.
One step this way, unless you want your shoulder in the whole shot.
Oh yeah, one.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
If you want to be in it, you got to go all the way up to the podium.
Huh? No.
All right. While we are doing a broadcast, we are also the production staff, so bear with us here. All right, we want to kick it over to camera 2 in 3, 2, 1.
It's camera 3 actually, but it's all right.
Okay. To the inaugural Chicago Bocce League draft. I am Alex Guerra, and with me is Bridget Reedy, and we will be your host for the evening. Tonight we start a new chapter for Bocce in Chicago, for Bocce as a televised sport, and for Bocce in America. We have 6 brand new franchises ready to embark on this journey together, not just as opponents, but as rivals, partners, collaborators. It's a momentous night for each of these teams, but more importantly, it's a very special night for the sport. It was almost 12 years ago to the day that we duct taped artificial grass on the rooftop of the parking garage of the Whole Foods in Lincoln Park. We ran our very first bocce tournament as the Wicker Park Bocce Club. We were Googling the rules, how to play bocce on the drive over there on North Avenue. We were chasing balls down past our taped lines on the court because we didn't have walls all over the parking lot. And of course, all the while we were falling in love with the sport that has now taken over my life. From there, of course, we built American Bocce Company, and a cult following of our bar leagues ensued. We traveled the globe, bringing bocce to cruise ships, to Special Olympics, and ingratiating with the competitive circuit. We met the likes of Mike in the BBN, the USBF, the Battaglias at Palazzo, which allowed us to do the ABC Open, and then, of course, the folks in Ohio who are doing the Ohio Bocce League and equaling our efforts in bringing bocce to its next chapter. All while building one of the most ambitious bocce clubs in America in the background. That's been happening here over the last 2 years. We're so excited to show off a sneak peek of this with you tonight. Bridget, Alicia, Andy, and myself are here to hopefully build one of the most incredible bocce spaces on the planet, and that starts tonight. If you haven't had a chance yet, one of the Coleone courts is over there. One of the Coleone courts is open, and if you haven't had a chance to roll on it yet, we recommend that you do later tonight. We'll walk you out there, roll a few balls. It's magical. And that's just my story. Each one of you in this room or tuning into the BBN right now, you have your own story too, how bocce has affected your life, how it's introduced you to your new best friend, how it's gotten you through some difficult times, or maybe how it's taken over your travel schedule with pit stops in St. Louis and Cleveland, or places around the country far less tropical than your previous vacations. Bocce now being a part of all of our stories, and each of us knows how beautiful that is. Because of the hard work of our commissioner, Mike Sheldon, can we get a round of applause for Mike? And because of the passion and dedication from so many people in this room, the CBL gives us the opportunity to introduce that beauty to a new generation of fans. And that starts tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could join me in welcoming our original 6 teams and franchise owners. We've got the Highwood Stallions, the Fulton Market Butchers, the Beverly Jacks, the Bucktown Billy Goats, the Park Ridge Penguins, and the Elmwood Park Eagles. And we are just minutes away from introducing the first pick of the first round. But before we do, please welcome Bridget Reedy. Bye.
I need your mic.
It's on there. Oh.
Mic change.
We gotta swap mics here, Andy.
All right. Like I said, we are also the production crew, and we're doing our gosh, that was great. That was great.
It's all right.
Well, I did that close.
All right, I'm double mic'd. Hi, everyone. I'm so incredibly honored to be a part of this draft tonight. Like Alex, I'm representing more than just the CBL. I'm here on behalf of American Bocce, the Chicago Bocce Club, and quite frankly, anything else that helps this sport grow. Before we get started with the draft selection, let's talk about how the night is going to go. I'm sure most of you realize this by now, but all of the food and drinks are on the house, so help yourself. But when you see me or Alex behind the podium holding a mic or presenting a draft pick, please keep your conversations and the traffic to a minimum. With that said, how about a big round of applause for tonight's sponsors? Thank you to Montucky, Yingling, Schilling Cider, Chopin Vodka, and of course, Jets Pizza. Our first 2 rounds are going to go pretty quickly. The franchise players will be introduced in the first round, and the player owners or player managers will be introduced in the second round. After that, each team will be put on a 5-minute clock to make their selections. Those teams will deliberate at either their nice little cab tables in the back or in our outdoor VIP area. They'll bring their selections up to me, and once the pick is announced, I expect a wild round of applause for every player selected this evening. All right, easy enough? Great, grand, wonderful. Who's ready to get the party started? Another mic change.
I've heard of a mic drop, but this is the first mic swap. Am I right? Am I right?
Everybody just heard that terrible joke.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing, guys.
You're fired.
All right, folks. With the first pick in the first round, the Highwood Stallions select Todd Michael as their franchise player. Todd, come on up. Tim, come on up too.
VIP section.
What do you think, Andy?
I love this pick. I mean, it's a no-brainer. These two are good friends, great players. Tim's an excellent pointer. You'll see him go in the second round. And Todd, excellent two-way player. Great pointer, great shooter, great guy. I guess that's a three-way player.
With the second pick,
Great guy
in the first
counts.
round, the Fulton Market
It does.
Butchers select Maurizio Pirelli as their franchise player.
I didn't know he was going to announce the pick so quickly. Oh, these guys don't understand.
Right, yeah.
Bridget.
Yeah, shake hands again.
Shake hands down there.
There we go. All right. Another incredible pick. He's become a world-class pointer, but he has always been a two-way player. Excellent player. Probably taught me more than anyone else in this game about becoming an excellent bocce player. Good coach, good player.
Oh, why am I got to do this manually now?
In the first round, the Beverly Jacks select Miles Russell as their franchise player.
All right, I'm not clapping, but we're running the assumption that I'm clapping in spirit on every one of these picks. Miles Russell, world-class player, multiple gold medal winner. That is his general manager and teammate, Leo Giannotti. Beverly Bocce Club should be very excited to have him. All right. I got a feeling I know who's going next.
You got an inkling?
I do.
With the fourth pick of the first round, the Bucktown Billy Goats select Andy Zimmerman as their franchise player.
Some insider information there. It's not fair. Andy Zimmerman, what an asset to any bocce team. What a guy. Well deserved.
With the fifth pick of the first round, the Park Ridge Penguins select Vanessa Garippo as their franchise player.
I was too excited to not clap. They'll get it. They'll get it.
We need that's it.
Heck of a franchise player right there.
The first woman selected in Chicago. Vanessa Garippo, winner of the 2024 ABC Open.
With the sixth pick of the first round, the Elmwood Park Eagles select Julian Batula as their franchise player.
Also champion of the 2024 ABC Open.
Correct. Teammates with Vanessa.
Stepping up to the co-founder of the Elmwood Park Eagles, Mr. Anthony LaBarbera.
And that concludes the first round of the CBL draft. Next up are player managers and player owners.
All right, they went so far. All right. And with the first pick in the second round, the Elmwood Park Eagles select Anthony LaBarbera as their player owner. Bring a friend up with him.
Mr. LaBarbera, what a guy.
Would have been the number one overall pick if
Yeah, you think?
there was no owners
If there's so
and
really,
franchise players.
yeah, it's an interesting element to talk about with this draft is that
With the second pick in the
Why is
second
this thing
round,
not working?
the Park Ridge Penguins select Sean Crone as their player manager.
Sean Crone, player manager, Park Ridge Penguins.
Looking like a tech billionaire tonight.
Sure.
Oh, he's got that
With the
walk
tuxedo.
to the Penguin. Love the nice touch with the orange kerchief in his pocket, representing those team colors. Very cool. I probably could have had the camera lined up with our camera person so they would look at us every once in a while, but those pictures are going to be great.
Oh, then she'd have to stand. I guess she could go over the.
I think we're doing a great
Yeah,
job.
we're figuring it out as we go.
With the third pick in the second round, the Bucktown Billy Goats select Alex Guerra as their player manager. The fourth pick of the second round, the Beverly Jacks select Leo Giannotti as their player manager.
Wow, that's a steal in the second round. Guys, I would not be here if not for this man, Leo Giannotti. My very first bocce tournament, he spotted me and my then young friends and introduced us to this game and taught us how to play. I owe my love of the game to this man, and he's there with a great ownership group. Those guys are here to have fun and build this league and build bocce. Also brought us the Jets Pizza sponsorship.
With the fifth pick of the second round, the Fulton Market Butchers select Vito Bonsante as their player manager.
Toe. Big toe.
Toe.
Mr. Tiles laying down the law.
All right, here with Andy Vanillo. This is a great connection.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Hey, come on, gentlemen.
We got uplighting on that thing, and everyone's afraid to stand, in the center of that. I'm very proud of Vito. Very happy for him.
And with the sixth pick of the second round, the Highwood Stallions select Tim Talari as their player owner.
Folks, that'll do it for our pre-draft picks. Coming up next, we're going to have our first live pick.
Buddy, this is where it gets
CBL
exciting.
draft.
So I've known these 12 picks for a couple months now, and while very exciting, and I'm very honored to be a part of this group, this is where it's going to get exciting. This is where the decisions are going to be made and the teams are formed, including my own. I am very excited.
All right, folks. The Highwood Stallions are now on the clock.
All right, that concludes our second round, which brings us to the first pick of the third round, which will go back to the Highwood Stallions. And Stallions, you are on the clock.
Drama. I got all my buttons worked out here.
Look, Ma, I made it. There we go. Got that Bucktown Billy Goat hat. All right, but honestly, guys, I didn't comb my hair for nothing. How's that look? Is that all right?
Perfectly coiffed. Well, this pick is, we all expect to be Tom Holloman, current president of the Highwood Bocce Club, who intends on joining the ownership group of the Highwood Stallions. And I'm hearing somebody say that the pick is in. If this is anything other than Tom Holloman, this is absolutely shocking.
Earth-shattering.
And
It would be
very
earth-shattering.
interesting start to the
Yeah,
draft.
and if it's anything but Tom Holloman, I guess, we'd better be picking Tom Holloman because I think he's the best player on the board right now.
Butchers will be the next pickup. We don't know who the Butchers are picking.
We don't.
Unless we have a trade, then. Is the pick is in? We'll get. Here we go. The pick is in.
All right, everybody, we have selection. And with the first pick in the third round, the Highwood Stallions draft Tom Holloman.
Not bad handwriting there from the Highwood Stallions ownership group. There's the man of the hour, Mr. Tom Holloman, the first live draft pick
A class act.
of the Chicago Bocce League.
Incredible president of the Highwood Bocce Club. His tenure is coming to a close, but he has done more for that club than anyone in the 16 years that I've been a member, and he's a real gentleman and loves the game of bocce, and he's a great player. This is going to be a tough team. Guys, there's going to be no easy teams.
Tom Holloman, precision shooting champion 2024.
Correct, gold medalist.
Went to Turkey.
He did. And I guess I heard it was bouncy. Heard they were playing on the surface of the moon.
Well, folks, we don't know what to expect from this Butcher's pick. What do you think?
We don't. But
This
here we
could
go.
get
We got
interesting.
Benio walking up with the pick. They seem really confident.
Andy Bonilla.
I think it's going to be another woman. There's a world-class pointer on a team with two incredible two-way players, and that's what I'm guessing.
And with the second pick in the third round, the Fulton Market Butchers select Lauren McDermott.
That is my favorite teammate I've ever had, and it is sad to see her go to the Butchers, but I am so happy for her. She lives walking distance from the club and 23 miles from Highwood, and nobody in the last 5 years has practiced more at Highwood than this young lady. And I know she's going to be here. She's going to acclimate quickly, and that is another deadly threesome. What is it? Triumvirate.
Triumvirate.
A deadly,
Good word.
a terrific triumvirate of bocce excellence.
Let's see. Can we type these in?
I'm even worse at typing in front of people. And guys, you know, this could very well be another lady pick. Just knowing their history, Miles and Leo and their Highwood connections, there is a young lady in the draft pool that is available, but I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea. Actually, I don't know what anyone other than the Billy Goats are planning, and I'm still secondhand news on that. So
This is interesting. Leo and Miles, so a couple of Highwood guys. Could easily pick a Highwood player here.
yeah, and you know, I mean, we got Courtney Strickland in the building, and I know they have a long history playing and practicing together, but that does not mean anything.
Folks, I think the pick is walking up.
Selection coming in. And with the third pick in the third round, the Beverly Jacks select Courtney Strickland.
Big pick.
Quad Strick. What a pick, what a hat. 3 women so far. Out of the first 3 live picks, 2 women.
Yeah.
Surprised?
I'm not at all. These 2 ladies, McD and Courtney, are excellent players, rigorous practicers, great teammates, and they're accomplished players. Both multiple-time gold medal winners, and Leo and Miles know that, and their ownership group is in full support of their decision-making, and these Beverly Jacks are off to a great start. I think, you know, that is probably the top tier of our women players here, and there might be a little drought here, but those are not the last women that are going to be drafted. That's for sure. Yeah, so that's 3 women starters. We're doing a 3-person starting lineup here in Chicago, where it's going to be 2v2 on one side and 1v1 on the other side, playing together. It's a new format, and we're very excited about showcasing 2 different styles of bocce during the same match. There is another version of 3s where you roll, you know, 6 balls per team, so 12 total balls on the court. That's a little chaotic, and that is not the type of bocce we want to showcase for the inaugural Chicago Bocce League. So the 2v2 and the 1v1, I think, is a great showcase of different styles of bocce. And also, to be honest, our Chicago draft pool is not nearly as robust as the East Coast, as the Ohio Bocce League. There are, you know, seasoned players out there playing tournaments every week, where we are introducing this game to people every week, and, you know, growing from the ground level. And, you know, a small percentage of those players have even played on long courts at all. And we're getting more and more every year, but it's just a different scene out here. And I think 3 starters is more appropriate for our talent pool compared to Ohio, where it seems to be limitless, where they're doing 4-person walk. They're very accustomed to that. Very skilled 2-way players. They go deep on their bench. I've seen guys come off the bench and, you know, hit clutch shots, roll clutch points, and it's going to be a little different here. But these are our first synthetics, you know, in the city of Chicago. So we are going to be introducing thousands of players to this game.
Things are going to change, Andy.
Things are going to change. And, you know, I used to say my goal in bocce was to make everyone better than me. And the second I started losing to my understudies, I was really upset about it. And I said, this is not how I imagined it would go. But that is the deal. And it's all a part of growing this game, and you never know who's really going to ascend, because a lot of people get good quickly, but that ascension to that next level of elite play, that takes a little longer. And I think these courts are going to do a lot. Here comes our pick. I couldn't be more excited about this.
Bucktown Billy Goats have made their selection. The 4th pick in the 3rd round for the Bucktown Billy Goats, Billy Stripick.
Wow, fan favorite, Billy Stripick.
Let's go. I'm clapping for my boy.
No surprise here.
Rising star. He's the most improved player of 2025. Put in the work.
Young man devoted to the game.
Driving 25 plus miles to and from Highwood multiple times a week. Really excelling. I am excited to play with this young man.
Penguins are on the clock.
Hey, Billy. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Welcome to the Billy Goats. All right. And Billy, too, just started. I mean, I've been playing with him on short courts in the bars since I recruited them in like 2021, 22. And I think it was 22. And he was the last player on our team to be dangerous, you know? And we never thought that he would be the guy to rise like he did. He's a fireman. He's got a very unique schedule, and this last year he used a huge majority of his time off to improve his game, and of course he's surrounded by a great support staff, and he's a great student of the game, and his body type is perfect for the game because his muscle memory is really locked in, and he's found a good point, and he's found a good shot, and he's just ascending, and this is proof of that. Look at this, Penguins coming in quick.
All right, our selection is in. The 5th pick in the 3rd round, the Park Ridge Penguins select Dave Crone.
I was most certainly hoping he fell around the wrap.
It's a family affair here with the Crones.
Dave is one of my favorite teammates. I'll be playing with him at the Aldo Della Croce in St. Louis here in a couple weeks. Excellent pointer. They called him the dialed in Dave. When he is locked in, he's rarely more than 6 inches off that Polino. Excellent pointer. Playing with his best friend, his brother, his general manager, Sean Crone. That's a good team. And we're going to have to see how Vanessa acclimates to the Crone family. They're so tight. But the good news is Vanessa holds a unique distinction in all of bocce. I have never once seen her argue with a teammate or an opponent. She is probably the most liked person, definitely in all of Chicago bocce, possibly in the nation. There is nobody that does not get along with her, and that's by design. She is just affable, and that's another good team. And they're all from my hometown, Park Ridge. They're a bit younger than me, but the Crones went to the same high school as I did. Vanessa went to another high school just up the road, and now they're playing for their Park Ridge Penguins. Full circle. It's really a beautiful thing. I do love that logo too. Little nasty little penguin, kind of side-eyed there. You know, there's not many sports logos with happy animals or mascots. They all seem very aggressive now that I'm looking at them. Rightfully so. All right, the Elmwood Park Eagles are now on the clock, and they have the wrap, so they have 10 minutes to take 2 picks. And guys, I'm as excited as all of you at home. I have no idea where this is going to go, but I think Elmwood Park. So I'm gonna take a stab here. So they got a wrap right now, Mike. I see Mario Dado's in the room. He's from the area. He's played with Anthony and Julian since the beginning. With Glutes Inc., they were the inaugural silver runners-up at the ABC Open. The following year, they were gold runners-up, and then the year after that, they won the whole thing.
This is also 2 picks in a row here, right?
Yeah, and 2 picks in a row. And so now there's another young guy here, Anthony Samesi, and a lot of people don't know him. Anthony LaBarbera kind of took him under his wing in the summer leagues, playing in the leagues, and the Elmo Park leagues aren't nearly as competitive as, other leagues that, people around the country might be accustomed to. Because they're so big. They have a league with 100 teams in it, and the divisions are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and they play out this 100-team league. And when I heard about this, I said, how do you have a 100-team league that I haven't heard of? And I went there and I subbed, and it's the reason you have a 100-team league is because 80 of the teams are recreational players completely, right? They don't know about, the larger bocce world, definitely don't know about, PRV or international play or anything like that. They don't travel for tournaments. These are families, these are friends in that community, those surrounding communities, Elma Park, Gladstone Park, Melrose Park, huge Italian population, and they host this, Italian festival every year that has, portable courts outside. After COVID, they put bocce courts, permanent bocce courts, in their community center in the banquet hall, and they're 60-foot turf courts. They're a little bouncy, but they filled that league up in no time. They have courts out on Armitage. They have red brick courts, 4 courts that are really incredible, and that community just comes out and plays, right? And they like barbecue, they like drinking, they like hanging out, and they like playing, and then we'll send a team out there for a tournament, and they're like, oh, who are these guys? They're calling us on line violations and all of those kind of things, but then they get to know us and know that we're all around. You know how that's immediately threatening when new people come into your community and play a little differently, but all that to say, I think the Elmwood Park Eagles stay close to home. I'm imagining Elmwood Park, at least one Elmwood Park guy, if not a Highwood guy.
The pick is in.
All right, our selection is in. The 6th pick in the 3rd round, the Elmwood Park Eagles select Anthony Marchacci.
And there he is. That's the gem player. These 3 on this team right now, Julian, Anthony, and Anthony, have 4-time back-to-back winners of the Log Cabin Invitational. And I lost to them twice.
That concludes our 3rd round.
You're not supposed to be listening to the broadcast here, man. Go on.
You're back on the clock.
All right, they're back on the clock. I spent all that time talking, and I knew it was going to be Marchocci the whole time. I forgot he was here.
Yeah, me too. There were a few picks in that 3rd round that we knew were automatic picks, and that was one of them. And, kind of forgot about that one. Now it gets interesting. The 4th round here in Chicago is where you start. I think Alex wants your input. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I mean I can sit out.
I mean, ideally, yeah. Your expertise is requested after this round.
Very, very exciting.
I don't know where we're going here. Could be Kenny. Is Kenny declared for the draft? Could be Mario Dato here.
Yeah, Kenny Daciolus is their traditional 4th player, if not Mario. I think Mario's a little more advanced, a little more well-rounded player, and more accustomed to synthetic courts. And they don't have to draft their pal either. They could go off book here and pick somebody that's out of market for them, but I don't think they're that kind of franchise. I think they're going to keep it close to home here. I got high hopes for Mario. If Mario's available for our pick, I think we're talking about that too. Oh man, I've been talking about how exciting this is for weeks, and it's more exciting than that because the anticipation here is.
Folks, thank you all for tuning in to the Season 1 Chicago Bocce League Draft. A historic moment here for the sport of bocce in Chicago. We are live from the Chicago Bocce Club in Westtown. Now accepting all kinds of memberships. Andy, right? National.
Absolutely. The Chicago Bocce Club, we are planning to open in January, and we are accepting all kinds of, still have a few spots left for our founding memberships, and we have premium and regular memberships, and then we have an incredible deal on national memberships. Guys, for $150 a year, you can have full access to our club every time you come to Chicago. And I would tell you that this club is so nice. It's not even finished yet, but when it's done, it will be so incredible that $150 for a weekend is completely worth it. But if you come to Chicago or you're in the area or just want to support the future of this game, please consider.
In the fourth round, the Elmwood Park Eagles select Rob Bertoncini.
That is going to throw a cramp in the Fulton Market Butchers plan. Bertoncini, great shooter, longtime player. Guys, I got to step outside and talk to the ownership group here for a minute. I will be right back. Just run him.
Good luck, Andy. Go figure it out. Bertoncini, another Highwood guy. Oh, great. We're going to get a very nice guest in the booth here, Mr. Anthony LaBarbera. Let's update our pick board. I bet I'm the only one in this room who could spell all 80 registered players' names correctly.
You've seen them all.
I've seen them. I've had.
You've said them all. You've seen them all. You've talked them all.
Yeah, the last few years, I have done nothing but read bocce players' names. How you doing, Anthony? How you feeling so far about your first 4 picks? Second pick's kind of questionable, but
feeling good. We did a little audible, but
oh, we got it. We got a trade. We got a trade proposal.
Okay.
I got to step out of the booth here.
All right, I'll be here with you.
Let's go here.
Jimmy, he has been playing so.
Welcome to the game.
We got
Got a little shakeup.
We do have a little shakeup. We got an approved trade by yours truly. We're gonna have their math is off. 12th and 13th is technically what, the 24th and 25th pick?
I get what they're saying.
For the, I understand what I honestly didn't at first. I wasn't trying to.
Basically, we picked 6 and 7.
So third, last and the third, first and the fourth.
Yeah.
And you're trading.
Since all those other picks are predetermined, we're all in the mindset of there's 18 picks.
Right. So they're trading Highwood for the last pick of the 4th round.
Yeah, they're going to get overall pick number 12 and 13.
Well,
overall it would be,
if you discount the first 2 rounds, so which we're not. So the 24th, the Highwood Stallions are trading the 24th and 25th pick, back-to-back picks, to the Park Ridge Penguins for this upcoming pick, which will be the 20th? Could be.
it's the 8th.
It's the 20th. The 20th and the 20. No.
Yes, you're right. It's the 20th.
20th and 20.
And then Highwood will get
7, 8, 9, 30th.
And then Highwood will get which pick? Nothing. They still get the last pick.
Highwood will get the next pick. So this next pick now goes to Highwood.
Right.
So I'll change that. Stallions are now on the clock.
But who gets the next pick after Highwood?
It'll go back to the Billy Goats. So it'll be Highwood. Normally right now it would be Park Ridge.
Go back to the Billy Goats.
They traded their pick. It'll go Billy Goats first. Whatever. Highwood next. Highwood would have to wait, if they hadn't traded, they would have to wait 4 more picks after this one for their pick. So instead, Park Ridge is taking the back-to-back picks in exchange for Highwood's
later on
next pick.
Right. So they'll take the back-to-back picks later on.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out.
Interesting move. I wonder if they have 2 players. We'll see when it comes to their turn. I wonder if they have 2 players lined up.
I think Park Ridge has a couple players in mind that they're not worried that someone's going to take.
Who's it going to be?
I don't want to say any names.
Yeah, you're on one of the ownership teams.
I know, but I don't want to say any names.
You can say it. They're not watching.
People might be listening.
They're not watching out on the.
I still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
What does their name rhyme with?
Can't even rhyme it. That's how special it is.
Oh, okay, let's see.
I think people.
There?
Who? No, I have no idea. It's Sean. It's Sean Crone. Nobody can know what he's thinking.
Is it Log Cabin guys?
No.
No. Mm-mm. Are you saying that because you don't want me to guess?
No. They're going to pick 2 players that you're going to be really surprised of. I'm not going to be surprised, but I think most people are going to be surprised of their pick.
What do you think of how these teams are shaping up so far? You see any surprises yet?
No, and so far no surprises. I thought Sean taking Dave at that pick was kind of silly. Not that Dave's not a good player, but Sean should have known that I had no intention of taking Dave. I would have thought because we had conversations. Unless he thought I was not being a dishonest guy, but he knew I was going to take Anthony, and then
we somehow, Andy and I in the booth here, we forgot that you were taking Anthony, and we were like, I wonder who this pick is going to be. And
did you guys know I was going to take Rob?
No.
I didn't think he was going to be available, so seeing that he was available, I had to go get him. I had somebody else completely different in mind, but anyways, Sean, he could have picked another player, and he still would have got Dave on the next pick.
Well, Dave is a straight-up pointer.
Right. That's what I'm saying is he could have got another pick. He would have picked another player, anybody else he wanted, and he still would have got Dave on the next pick because knowing that I'm not going to take him.
Because Dave is a straight-up pointer.
No, I like Dave's game. I play with him in league night, but in this format for our team, I wasn't going to take him, and he knew that.
Yeah. What about the other teams?
But Sean would have had the next pick directly after me. So he would have been able to grab Dave at this next pick.
I see what you're saying. So he could have taken, but
he could have taken anybody he wanted.
Well, it would have been either. The only difference would have been if he took either Toch or Robert.
Right.
Right.
He could have taken Rob. He could again anybody though that he wanted, guaranteed, and he would have also been guaranteed to have Dave. Because again, Sean and I talked, and I was being honest with him. Maybe he thought I wasn't.
Let's see who the Stallions traded for. Pick is in.
Then that's it. Okay. Okay. All right, so the Park Ridge Penguins have made a trade for the Highwood Stallions fourth and fifth picks for the other 4 and 6. So in the fourth round, the second pick, the Highwood Stallions select Steve Thornberry.
Steve, I don't
So
see
Steve's
him.
not here. Steve was going to be my pick at number 7, but Rob became available.
Wait, no, it's not Butchers, it's Billy Goats. Interesting. Steve Thornberry.
Yeah, really good pointer.
So we'll skip.
Really good guy.
Now, are you less inclined?
Billy Goats, you are on the clock.
Are you less inclined to pick specialist because of the format, because it's doubles on one side, singles on the other? So obviously, somebody like Steve, he's playing on the double side, right?
Right.
If he's playing, and he's going to be the pointer. Does that change the draft strategy? Do you feel like you need to pick people who have more potential, even if it's not? And this isn't necessarily about Steve, but about some of these other, like Dave Crone. Everybody knows he's a pointing specialist to the extreme.
Yep.
Does that make you more inclined to pick somebody who might be a little less talented right now, but maybe has some potential at developing?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. And like I was saying, we had every intention of taking Steve. I was ready to take him, thinking that maybe Rob wasn't going to be there. And even if Rob was there, we were going to take Steve. But last second decision, we ended up going with Rob. Maybe just the fact that Rob was in our ear a little bit tonight played a little difference. But I think that's a really good pick by Highwood, and they're shaping up to have a really nice.
All right, we have a selection coming in.
I hate this pick. I wanted to take Steve. Yeah, I wanted to take Steve. I was going to take him at 7.
Folks, tonight's draft is brought to you in part by Yingling, proud sponsor of the Chicago Bocce League. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Flight by Yingling, brewed by the oldest brewery in America. The next generation of light beer. And by Chopin Vodka, authentic Polish vodka for every occasion, simple ingredients, exceptional taste, proud family farmed, family distilled, and family operated. Chopin Potato Vodka is the world's most awarded potato vodka. It's naturally gluten-free and the perfect base for any martini or cocktail. Chopin Vodka, taste the difference, and folks, the pick is in.
With the third pick in the fourth round, the Bucktown Billy Goats select Mario Dotto.
Good job.
Great pick. Good pick. No surprise. You surprised at all that he fell to the fourth round?
Very good player. Am I surprised? No. I'm happy to see him get picked, but not at the same time. We would have loved to have had him, but not to be. We're just losing picks one by one here. All right, I think Andy's going to come back on, brag about his pick, and maybe I'll get back on here later.
Okay, thanks,
See you guys.
Say hi to Joe.
All right, let's hear it. You proud of yourself?
Yeah, very much.
That's a great pick in the fourth round.
I think so. I mean, we think he was the best available player, and we were surprised he fell to us. I thought he was going to go on the wrap. I mean, I can't argue with the Bertoncini pick at all. and then the trade was pretty exciting.
Are you surprised by Highwood trading up for a Steve Thornberry pick?
I was surprised, but there was a lot of interest in him in this round. On our draft board, Steve, if you're out there, I heard Steve was on the way here. He missed the train. Steve. And didn't make the draft. Steve, if you're watching, I am very excited. That was a great move by Highwood. I was brought out there because we were in talks about a trade as well. We were a part of that, and we said our trade entirely was dependent on General Manager Sean Crone and the Park Ridge Penguins pick, and they traded their pick, so we again had to wait, and then they took Steve, and our guy Mario was still there. So we're glad we didn't make the trade. I think the trade worked out great for both teams, and I heard outside that a couple teams had Steve on their board anyway, so Highwood probably caught wind of that and moved up so that they could block the other two teams that were interested in Steve. Big get. Steve, hey, if you're watching and you're playing in the Chicago Bocce League, do not miss the train, because we will start without you. And in a three-person format, if you're down a guy, it's going to be hard to fix. So maybe just drive. As far as I know, Steve's not a big drinker. I bet he could have driven down here. He's probably worried about parking. But, that's what people in the suburbs think. There's no parking in the city, yet everybody is parked.
Well, next up we got the Beverly Jacks. Franchise player Miles Russell, player manager Leo Gennady, Courtney Strickland with their third-round pick. What, any inkling at all here?
My goodness.
Going with?
Keith Young
is
a possible pick.
There's a name.
Keith Young has been very consistent, excellent player for many years with American Bocce. Our inaugural Player of the Year back in 2019, the American Bocce Company's Player of the Year. And he arguably could have won that back-to-back years, but the people voted differently. His accomplishments were there. He could have won the first 2 years very easily.
I'm looking out over this crowd. I see a lot of players with a lot of potential out there. I see like a Dustin Holsinger, Rob Schroeder, Jesse Morris. Of course, Milan Tomic, Bridget Reedy.
Yep. And the players you don't know, Billy Dunlap, Chris Prokop, Jeff Giegold, Patrick Gersmeyer sitting here. These are Kurt Posgay. These are A-plus players in ABC Bar Leagues who have made the leap to longer courts, just aren't as well known by the franchise owners. So, the Billy Goats are looking at those last two picks, and that's a lot of options.
Well, folks, the pick is in.
All right, this is so interesting. I have no idea where they're going to go.
Ooh, I like this. All right. With the fourth pick in the fourth round, the Beverly Jacks select Lilia Zaporaniak.
Wow, that is a huge block. That is a huge block. She was very high on our draft board. We absolutely would have taken her if she was available on the wrap. That is a big pick.
What a pick by Beverly. Do you think her Paulino shot for 4 in the finals of the FACE women's tournament
absolutely
has anything to do with this? That seems to have really...
There are a few women in the country that have had as good of a year as Lilia Zaporaniak. She's been playing a long time and really, really leaned into practice this year and improved her game so much. She's become an incredible shooter. She's a very good pointer as well. She is so happy right now because she knows how good Leo and Miles and Courtney are, and to be a part of that squad is a big deal for her. Also, a founding member here at the Chicago Bocce Club, her and her husband, Mike Zaporaniak, they're huge members of the American Bocce community, and They are, founding members and investors of the club, and we couldn't do what we do without them. That is a big pick. That is a surprise. That's a bummer for my team, the Billy Goats, but I do love it for Lilia most of all. But Miles, Leo, and Courtney and the Beverly Jacks ownership group are really doing a great job of trusting their general manager, Leo, because they're not as familiar with this bocce scene that we are a part of. And I know Lilia and Courtney started playing together at Cleo's just a few years back and have now excelled to become excellent players. And guys, I told you there was going to be a dip in drafting women, and I was wrong. Here we are right in the next round, and I do not have a full draft board in front of me, and just remembering all these names is hard enough when I say hello, but here on air, it's just hard to remember who's available. I love that pick. I love that pick for everyone involved. And you could see on her face when they called her name, she had no idea it was coming, and nobody in the room is more excited than her right now.
And Mike and their husband.
Oh my goodness.
I'm excited to have him. He's a great. So, do you draft her because he's going to be in the crowd for every game?
I didn't even consider that.
Every time Lilia hits a shot, he's gonna yell, "That's my wife."
That's my wife. And guys, that is the reason I say that's my boss. It's an interpolation of Mike's "that's my wife" call. It's turned into "that's my wife," "that's my husband," "that's my boyfriend."
I mean, how many? Mike doesn't even play. How many?
Mike plays in ABC leagues,
right?
In bar leagues.
He's not like well known as a
long court player.
Who else in the country is well known as a spectator? It says Mike Zaparaniuk.
I mean, I can't name another, Mike.
Maybe Ron Dog's mom.
Mrs. Dog. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If you're watching, Ronald Dog.
Ronald McDog. Folks, thank you also to Montucky Cold Snacks for sponsoring the Season 1 CBL Draft. Montucky Cold Snacks is a light, easy drinking, fun-having American lager born in Bozeman, Montana. Pairs best with good friends and good times. Thank you also to Cedar Ridge Distillery. No one thought much about making whiskey in Iowa until Cedar Ridge Distillery. People considered it flyover country until they made it the destination for some of the best whiskey around, Andy.
We got a bottle here tonight and can attest, delicious.
Great stuff. We'll have to get Vito's on the post-draft analysis. We'll have to get Vito's review of the Cedar Ridge whiskey.
Absolutely, because he will have thoughts.
Putting Iowa on a map for bourbon, American single malt, and whatever they think of next, because they aren't afraid to play if it leads to perfection. This is Cedar Ridge, and they're just getting started. Never blend in. CedarRidgeDistillery.com. Thank you to Cedar Ridge.
And Jamie Lesher, our rep with Chopin Vodka, Cedar Ridge Whiskey, and what kind of tequila, Mike?
Santa Leza.
There he goes. There is your correct pronunciation. Sorry, it's 2 hours into our broadcast. I absolutely butchered it when you were walking around at the open of the broadcast. You want to throw a Chicago Bocce League QR code up there? You got one of those? Chicago Bocce Club, I mean.
One of them?
Tonight's draft is being hosted at the Chicago Bocce Club, Chicago's new premier bocce social club. Scheduled to officially open in early January, they're accepting both local and national level members. Scan the QR code to learn more about your membership opportunities. You already belong. Let's make it official. CBC.
All right. Oh, you guys are so quiet right now. Good job, guys. All right, with the 5th pick in the 4th round, the Fulton Market Butchers select Robert Schroeder.
Oh,
There he goes.
Wow, that is a big pick. That is a smart pick.
Very good pick.
Another guy who spent countless hours traveling to and from Highwood, practicing alone, practicing with anybody, asking questions, learning about the game. A very disciplined two-way player. He's an excellent pointer and a very good shooter, and a good student of the game. And
my teammate in 2 weeks.
oh, how about that? Oh, down at the Aldo?
I'm playing with a semi-pro, Andy.
With what?
A semi-pro.
Oh, yeah. How about that? Well, you're a national gold medal winner. So
Somebody's got to. We can't all be players.
that is a big pick, and I really thought the Park Ridge Penguins were going to get him. But nobody's at Highwood Bocce Club more than Maurizio Pirelli, who lives walking distance from the club and grew up in that neighborhood, playing, his dad playing before him. And when you're at the club that much, you know who comes and goes. And he's seen Rob put in the work. He knows that Rob is a good student of the game and a great teammate. And that is a surprising pick.
I mean, I know it
But I think it's a great pick.
I live in New York. I see Rob a couple times a year. I see how much he improves with each tournament.
Yeah. With each tournament, truly. We had a tournament in Elmwood Park earlier this year, the EP4s, and we called it the EP4s because the year before we did threes, so we called it the EP3s, and decided that was just a novelty. So we did the EP4s, and Rob played with Bridget and Billy and Milan. They took out Gem Bocce, who is Anthony LaBarbera, Anthony Marchocci, Julian Batula, and Kenny Daciolis. They took them out in the semifinals and then won the whole thing against a local squad. Very impressive.
Andy, when we talk about how much better Chicago Bocce is going to get in terms of talent over the next couple of years, these are the guys who we're talking about.
Exactly.
Rob Schroeder, Billy Strippick,
Lilia Zaparaniak. Yeah. And even the players that haven't been heard of nationally, Todd Michael, Tim Tolari, Tom Holloman, Dave Crone, they're not traveling. Robert Vergentini, these aren't known names nationally because they don't travel as much as the rest of us sycophants.
We all have at every club, every bocce club in the country has guys who are great players who nobody has ever heard of.
Exactly.
And it's like you come to these. That's why you go to these clubs. You go to the Wycliffe, the Cleveland Challenge Cup, right? You go 2 and out, and you lose to 2 club teams that you never heard of before.
And you'll never hear of again.
And they might only be great at their own clubs, but they're only playing in one spot here.
Exactly.
And they might, just because we all know players like that who just don't travel. They don't go to tournaments, but at their own clubs they dominate.
It's very exciting. This
and the pick is
the traded pick.
Let's see who traded down.
Alrighty, and with the 6th pick in the 4th round, the Park Ridge Penguins draft Bridget Reedy.
There she is.
How about that?
There she is.
She's a penguin. She's a happy penguin.
Oh, she's gonna look at her already doing the penguin walk. And guys, while we all know Bridget for warmth and graciousness, she is cold as ice, guys. And that is an incredible pick in the 4th round there.
Another player that is going to get so much better.
So much better. And guys, she works here. She lives here. She works here. Like, her job is, helping to, run this club and facilitate this club. But in the downtime, this is her office.
Whether she likes it or not, she has to be here every day.
Has to be here. And That is very exciting, and nobody was more nervous than Bridget.
That's a pick that makes me very happy.
Yeah.
That also concluded the 4th round. We're starting the 5th round, and the Penguins are out there because they have the first pick.
This is the second pick that the Penguins traded for here, so they traded for 2 in a row.
Yeah, they traded for the wrap.
Anthony LaBarbera insisted that he knew who they were going to pick. I wonder if he was right. He knew they were going to pick Bridget. I don't know. Interesting. Folks, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like today's draft broadcast. Click the thumbs up button for us. We appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to the BBM, please subscribe. Our next broadcast will be on Monday from Youngstown, Ohio. That'll be week 6 of the Ohio Bocce League. 6 out of 10 of the first season there. If you want to get a little taste of what you might expect from semi-pro bocce, trying to improve the product a little bit each week, but Ohio.
Guys, if you're not tuning in to the Ohio Bocce League, you are missing out. These players, to a man, are putting on an absolute show.
Jimmy, he has been playing so. Welcome to the game.
And we got our work cut out for us, not only matching that talent, but matching that enthusiasm. It is inimitable, the enthusiasm of playing in Ohio and Pennsylvania and New York. The amount of excitement. I mean, first game, first frame, they're treating it like it's 11-11 in the championship game.
Oh, they're screaming.
And that is why they are excellent, is because they enter every game with that take no prisoners, every ball matters mentality.
How about this past Monday, the Wycliffe Barbarians down 12-0 to the Koppel Gamblers. Came back and won that game 14-13.
And I mean, the Barbarians, man, are they are.
People were talking preseason Barbarians. Everybody's saying Barbarians potential last place team. Didn't draft enough rollers. They drafted all hitters.
You know what they drafted?
Bob Galise, he knows what he's doing.
You know what they drafted, Mike? Dogs.
They drafted winners.
They drafted winners. They drafted dogs, and every one of them knows what people were saying, and they are dropping everything and playing for their team. They are playing selfless bocce, and it is unbelievable to watch. And the way that they have won is not surprising because the talent's on the court, guys. They came to win, and they're doing a great job of that. It's really impressive to watch. I think their logo's a little too cute for how fierce they're playing.
All right,
but I do love the new uniforms.
Mikey, you ready for me? You gotta go stand. You gotta go stand down.
Back-to-back picks here for the Penguins.
You gotta know this by now, guys. Come on. All right. With the first pick in the 5th round, the Park Ridge Penguins select. Who's my next teammate? Chris Prokop.
Another player, young guy, huge potential, great commitment to the game that he's shown through these ABC leagues. Now with access to the Chicago Bocce Club, someone we expect to just explode onto the national scene.
One of the most winning players in American bocce history. purely dominant on our bar courts, as playing on long courts intermittently for a couple years. Does not practice much, but Sean Crone is out there doing his job, finding the right players. Speaking of, I'm going to let the man himself come in and sit in the B-band for a while. Is that all right with you, Mike? I'm going to let
Absolutely.
General Manager
Thank you,
Sean
Andy.
Crone out here.
Go do your duties.
Yes, sir.
These teams are starting to round out a little bit. Joining me in the booth now, player manager of the Park Ridge Penguins, Mr. Sean Crone. Do we have a trade? I got to handle a question. Did you say anything, Sean, or did you just sit here and say?
I just sat here in silence.
That's nice.
A little closer.
We got a.
Ooh, it's hot under this leg, Mike.
Our next pick is not here.
Not here.
So we were, I don't know if you could hear, folks could probably hear on the mic a little bit if you got good enough speakers. We'll see if we can, I don't know if it's him or a her, but we'll see if we can pull them up on
FaceTime? Something like that?
FaceTime. Yeah.
Love it. Who is it?
They didn't say. I don't know. I thought it was a trade at first, because I have to approve all the trades. We never did not deny any trades in Ohio. Denied at least one trade here.
Yeah, it was
Chicago
mine.
Pre-draft.
It was mine. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, denied your unethical trade. And
Okay. I may have initiated the trade, but I wasn't the one who made it unethical.
I won't argue with that. Well, we've got, let's see, 25 players selected so far. Any surprises, Sean? How are you?
Yeah,
Let's start with any surprises.
So we traded back thinking we would grab both Lilia Zapp and Bridget Reedy.
You surprised that Lilia went?
I was surprised that Leo had taken Lilia. I just didn't have her on his board. But it makes sense. She's a great player. Puts in a lot of work. We'll be here a lot.
How do you feel?
Really
about
disappointed us.
Let's take a look at the teams here. How do you feel about this? The way this Park Ridge Penguins team is shaping up?
Oh, I love it.
Who are you eyeing for your last pick? You going?
I'm not divulging that on here yet.
Yeah, you don't have to. But are you going talent? Are you going marketing?
Talent.
Talent.
It's all talent, baby.
All talent.
I mean, look at our roster. It's all talent, baby. Come on.
Sure. Took your brother with the first pick. Did you think you probably would have had an opportunity if you wanted to wait 3 more picks to take your brother, right?
You think so? I don't. Anthony would have scooped him up in a second.
You think Anthony would have taken him over Robert?
I do.
So Anthony was in the booth earlier. He said that he would not have.
Really?
Yes. He said that Dave was not on his board and that you should have known that.
Really?
That's what he said.
Well, he told me in a text message.
Oh, see, he's messing with you.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fine. However, they play together at Mazzini, and they're dominant, of course. You know, an Anthony LaBarbera team.
By the way,
we won a championship together.
I want everybody to notice, as Kim's pointing out in the chat here, the tuxedos with the Park Ridge Penguins. What do you call it? I'm not Italian enough to know.
Cornicello?
Don't say cornucopia.
I ain't Italian. But yeah, it's one of them horns. It's a good luck charm. You're not allowed to buy it for yourself, by the way. It has to be a gift.
It's like a Fernet coin. Well, this one's taken a little while. The Fulton Market Butchers. So far, they got Maurizio Pirelli, Vito Bonsante, Lauren McDermott, and Rob Schroeder. What do you think about that team?
That's a hell of a team right there. I can't front, as the kids say.
No cap?
No cap. Yeah, they much better. Much more relevant. Yeah, they're stacked. Every team here is stacked. You know.
Who do you think? So, for the Butchers here, Maurizio, Vito, Lauren, Rob, is who's playing singles, you think?
I think Vito will start at singles, and then Mo will push him out.
You think Maurizio's going to let him?
Oh, yeah, I think, well, Vito's the manager. So he'll respect that at first. And then as soon as Vito does one thing wrong, Mo's hopping over.
As soon as Vito misses a shot.
Yeah, as soon as Vito misses one shot, Mo's coming in.
Shout out to Montucky Cold Snacks sponsoring this evening's goings-on. Festivities. It's just the word that I couldn't think of earlier, Sean.
Festivities?
No. It's like somewhere along those lines, but it's just, it'll come to me tomorrow.
Okay.
You know.
Text me when you think of it.
I will. Well,
all right. So who's this pick? Who do you think? It's somebody who's not here.
Yeah, right. They said it's somebody who's not. Oh, they're probably trying to get him on FaceTime. That's probably what it is, him or her.
I can't think of who's not here. Who could possibly be this pick?
All right, everyone. I think we're getting.
And I'm a player manager.
You're getting another envelope. So don't stop talking.
You know what happens? What happens if you burn through the time? They lose their pick.
It's never happened, but I suppose you would get skipped, and your pick would have to go to the last.
It's been how many? Where's the clock?
Oh, there we go. The pick is in. Let's see it.
You ready for me, Mikey? All right. With the second pick in the 5th round, the Fulton Market Butchers draft, someone who is not here in attendance tonight, but they will be selecting George the Painter Dusmanis.
Oh, George the Painter. Hardcore champion at the log cabin, baby. I love that pick. The kid is a natural, never played on synthetic once.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's one of the best looking guys I know. No Cuomo.
The Jacks next. Is that what she's wondering? Did she already say it? I don't know.
I didn't hear. The Beverly Jacks are up next. Leo, Miles, Courtney, Lil Zepp.
George Dusmanis. And this is actually a name that I might
really should have.
I'm going to do my best.
It's George the Painter. Well, it's George the Pointer, actually.
Spelled it right.
Sure. I've never actually seen his last name. He was George the Painter, and then we changed it to George the Pointer after he beat me in the hardcore championship.
There's not much at Log Cabin that's painted.
Oh, everything's painted red. What are you talking about? That guy goes through more paint than anyone I know. Maybe besides George the Painter.
Well, with our trade here, the Highwood Stallions trading their 4th and 5th round picks for the 4th and 5th round picks of the Park Ridge Penguins. We are almost back to our normal rotation with the Beverly Jacks coming up next. The Jacks are stepping up to the stage. It looks like they have their picks selected.
Man, there's a whole lot of them, huh?
5 members of the Beverly Jacks ownership group. And we're going to send it back to Bridget.
All right. We good to go? All right. With the third pick in the 5th round, the Beverly Jacks select Alicia Harvey!
The crowd goes crazy.
Wow, what a pick. Alicia
Harvey.
Co-founder of the American Bocce Company, co-owner, co-founder of the Chicago Bocce Club. Just recently started competing in what we would call here in Chicago long court tournaments this past year. Recently decided to devote herself to the game. Second place finish at the Face Triples Bocce Bash in the women's division. First place in the ABC Open Silver Division. What a great start to her long court career, and now a semi-pro bocce player for the Beverly Jacks. Congratulations, Alicia Harvey, fan favorite here.
Love that pick.
And 3 women, three women in a row for the Jacks. Is there a strategy here? Is this just
Courtney's
best available?
Courtney just loves ladies. I'm sorry, Leo. No. They're all great players, Mike.
Now what are we looking at? Alex and Andy. Milan Tomic still left on the board. Dustin Holsinger left on the board. Jeff Giegold. Billy Dunlap. Curtis Posgay. We got Donko Dickey back there. Keith Young.
Joey Blumenschein.
Joe Blumenschein. Gerardo. Got a lot of talented players still left on the board, Sean.
Aaron Brown of Maestros.
Some of these, so there are some outside, personal life caveats to some of these players, right?
Absolutely.
Donko might be moving to Florida.
Donko's moving to Florida. He shouldn't have told nobody because he's going to be here for the first season.
Keith Young, though, you know what? I expect the Keith Young pick here.
I expect Keith Young to go. The guy is rock solid, especially under pressure.
I'm going to call either a Keith Young or a Dustin Holsinger here, I think.
For the Billy Goats?
Yes.
I could see Keith Young going for the Billy Goats right here. I think they can get Dustin in the next round, which is a gamble.
Really? You think? So they got this pick. They got 3 more picks before their next pick because of the trade that the Penguins made with the Stallions. This next pick would go to the Penguins after this one, but instead it'll go
to Highwood.
Oh, Sean, you're needed. Your
I'm
presence
needed.
is requested. Your wisdom. Go lend it. Good luck.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks for joining me. Interesting. Andy Zimmerman, Alex Guerra, Billy Strippick, and Mario Dato so far for the Bucktown Billy Goats, owned by Cleveland's own Scott Altpeter. Yeah. Keith Young. Dusty. Could be a Jeff Giegold. Could be a Milan. Could be Jesse Morris. The pick is in. Mr. Altpeter. I'll send it over.
All right, everybody, we have another selection that's come in. With the 4th pick of the 5th round, the Bucktown Billy Goats select Keith Young.
Mr. Highwood, runner-up 2024 ABC Open. So far, that entire team, actually, that rounds out the entire team. That entire team has now been drafted. That was Keith Young, Mario Dato, Vanessa Garippo, and Julian Batula, falling only to Jose Boto and the Palazzo team. In the finals of the 2024 ABC Open, OBC Open.
On the clock. Just kidding, my team is on the clock.
No. Bridget, Stallions.
That's right. I was right.
Yeah. It's the last pick of the trade. You're good. And Mr. Keith Young joining his teammate there. Oop, see, Keith Dato. Nope, Keith Young. That team actually beat Jose's team earlier in that tournament.
He has 2 6th-round picks.
No. No, this pick is theirs.
No, it's our last pick.
No. Okay. So the way the trade was formatted was a little confusing, but I got it now. So the next pick actually is the Park Ridge Penguins. It's going to be their last pick. And then the Stallions will pick twice in the 6th round. So the Stallions, they didn't trade 1-for-1 their 4th and 5th round picks. They traded their 4th and 6th round pick. So, next pick will be the Park Ridge Penguins. I would expect to this point that Sean would be the one playing singles with this format here in Chicago. Triples, no walks, singles on one side, doubles on the other. I would expect that Sean, looking at these 5 players, Sean is probably the strongest singles player at the moment. That might change in the next couple seasons of the CBL. But I mean, I would have to say I think they're lacking a little depth in the shooting here. Chris Prokop, great shooter on 30-foot courts. We will expect him to be able to adapt those skills to the full 75-foot courts here at the CBC. Vanessa Garippo, certainly a capable shooter, good shooter, but I mean, you're not going to see many teams where Vanessa's going to be a first hitter. Brids is, also the same scenario. You're not going to see any tournament teams at the moment where Bridget is going to be a first shooter. So they got to be looking at a shooter here. Somebody, this feels like a Milan Tomic, possibly a Dusty Holsinger, maybe a Gerardo. Those are my 3. Milan, I'm going to guess Milan or Dusty. Interesting draft. So this will be the last pick for the Penguins. They'll be the first team to round out their full roster. One option that we are offering the Chicago teams here is each team will be, it's optional, but they'll be allowed to pick 2 practice squad players after the draft. Those players will be included on the practice squad rosters, which just means that it has some implications for the player rights, the player control. They will have the ability to, they'll have first right of refusal, basically, if another team wanted to draft those players. So some of these teams will end up with a total of 8 on their roster, and this is actually, I don't know if this is technically still round 5, pick 5, because this is a trade.
All right, everybody.
But this is this is our first 6th round pick, essentially. We're going to send it to Bridget.
I'm okay to keep going. All right, with the 5th pick in the 5th round, the Park Ridge Penguins select they're clowns. Mickey Nierowski.
All right, another player that I am not familiar with, but a name that I've heard a lot as a potential up-and-comer. You know, it's one element here of the draft in Chicago that we did not have in Ohio is some of these later rounds we are drafting players who might be, maybe known in their local scene. These guys hate standing in the center of the banner, so they've been asked to several times. That's all right, though.
Highwood has 2 draft selections.
Mickey, I believe, is a log cabin guy. Log cabin, Des Plaines, Illinois. They got 3 Hartrue courts out there. Interesting place to play. Interesting place overall. Awesome place. Love it. Love going there. But they have another like insular crew of bocce players that are just not going to be known nationally, but accomplished locally. You know, you heard Sean say it earlier with George Stousmanis, log cabin champion, well-known player, but just nobody else outside of Chicago is going to know who he is. Mickey, another guy like that. Let's see if I can spell Mickey's name correctly. I'm pretty sure that's close. And there's your Park Ridge Penguins team. What's up?
I run my literal napkin map by you.
So with the dynamics of that trade there, Elmwood Park will have the next 2 picks, followed by Highwood, and then we'll have Bucktown, Beverly, Fulton Market, and Highwood will have the last pick of the draft. A lot of names still out there, a lot of notable names, a lot of players we expect to be drafted. A few of them will be very relieved to hear their name in the next 20 minutes or so. And a few of them will be drowning their sorrows in Montucky Cold Snacks. Shout out to our sponsors, Montucky Cold Snacks. But first, folks, a word from the OBL.
Jimmy, he has been playing so.
Elmwood Park Eagles. 2 picks left. Very strong first 4 rounds for the Eagles. They got there, so we have a couple of players in the 3rd round here who we know will be joining the ownership groups for these teams. For the Eagles, Anthony Martocci will be joining the ownership group, which will make him ineligible to be traded or to play for another team. Same with Tom Holloman for the Highwood Stallions will be joining their ownership group. So everything ended up going smoothly in that 3rd round there. There were some elements of I gotta update this. There were some elements of, I don't know if concern is the right word, but a couple of these teams went into the draft with the intention of having 3 player owners who wanted to be a part of this league, but because of the way that the draft, that any draft works, we can't. It's just that it had to be fair. So they had to, if they wanted to have a 3rd player owner, they had to hope to draft them in the 1st round, and they both got their picks. I know that the Billy Goats are disappointed to not have been able to pick up Lauren McDermott, Alex and Andy's tournament teammate, but at the same time, I think they're very happy with their picks of Billy Strippick, Mario Dato, and Keith Young. I think Billy Strippick, at 28 years old, is going to be a name that is well respected over the next couple of years. In the course of the next couple of years, I think Billy will become a well-respected player, both in the CBL and nationally, tournament speaking. The young man is devoted to the game. Like Andy talked about earlier, he's a firefighter. The guy works 2 days a week. And he's another person that's just going to live here at the Chicago Bocce Club. This place, by the way, what you're seeing here is still very much a construction site. But I mean, if you could see the rest of the place, we'll have some commercials and stuff, ads that we'll film here.
All right, sports fans, we have 2 picks in from.
But this place is going to be awesome.
Do them one at a time, though, so that everybody gets their.
I'm going to send it over to
Ready
Bridget.
for me, Mikey?
All right. With the 6th pick of the 5th round, the Elmwood Park Eagles select Donko Dickey.
Mr. Donko, 2023. I might be getting my ABC Open years mixed up, but 2023 or 2024 ABC Open champion. Won that tournament with Robert Bertoncini, Keith Young. A lot of overlap on these teams here. 1st place and 2nd place. So actually, some of these guys that who I've been introducing as runners-up for the ABC Open actually also won the ABC Open in different years when Jose did not play.
And with the 1st pick in the 6th round, the Elmwood Park Eagles select Franco DeLuca. Franco's not here, but you know him, you love him, and we're so happy to have him a part of the CBL. Highwood, you're on the clock.
Franco DeLuca, legend of the game. And we've got 4 picks left. Let's see. Let's go to the pick board. There's your first 2 teams of the CBL, folks. And we've got, 5 picks left because of the trade. So Highwood will pick the next pick. That will count as essentially their 5th round pick. Then we'll go back to the Billy Goats, the Jacks, the Butchers, and then the Highwood Stallions will have the last pick of the draft. Again, I mean, the same names still up on the board. Milan Tomic, Jesse Morris, Dustin Holsinger, Jeff Giegold. I mean, I'm just looking out at the crowd. I'm sure there's players who aren't here too. And the pick is in.
All right, as a reminder, Highwood has 2 draft picks this round. And I'm just waiting to see my face on the BBN screen so I can start talking. We're good? No, we're good. All right. With the second pick in the 6th round, the Highwood Stallions proudly select Dave Silvani. Way to go, Dave.
Highwood Stallions and let's see, Highwood Stallions, Billy Goats, and Eagles. So far, 3 teams that have not yet selected a woman. Just an interesting thing to point out. Hopefully my camera's reconnected now. Next pick will be the Bucktown Billy Goats. And this is a team that I expect to get pretty creative with their last pick. I think this is a team that I would expect to take one of the picks that, it's not Stallions, Billy Goats. Yeah. I mean, this is actually, I guess it is technically the 3rd pick, right? I don't know. That's confusing. Thank you, folks, for watching. We're in the 6th round. We got 4 picks left. This has been Season 1, the Season 1 draft, the Chicago Bocce League. We are live from the Chicago Bocce Club in Westtown, Chicago, right in the heart of the city. You can see the Willis Tower, the Sears Tower, whatever you want to call it, from the window here, the Hancock Tower. Beautiful neighborhood. I've enjoyed my time here very much. Beautiful people. And this place, I started to say it earlier before the last pick, but this place is going to be incredible when it's finished. I mean, this is going to rival any other venue. And honestly, it's probably not even going to be close. This is going to be the nicest overall. as there's a lot of clubs in this country that I love, but the overall venue and space here is just top notch. And there are still national memberships, founding memberships. There are still membership spots available. I think they've got about 130 founding members so far, with space for maybe about 20 more. The club is set to open fully in December. Got 3 beautiful 75-foot Coleone courts out in the other room there. Some beautiful, solid. What is that, Andy? Oak?
Turn me on.
Okay.
Turn me on. Guys,
I'm just talking about how gorgeous this place is. I mean, the materials you don't see, regardless. Forget bocce clubs. Any building. As a guy, I was in construction for 8 years. You don't see anything built like this anymore.
You know,
All right, everyone, we're almost there. We are almost to the finish
white
line.
glove,
We have our
front to
first
back.
selection in.
We're not opening a second-rate bocce club in the heart of
The
Chicago.
4th pick of the 6th round.
The Bucktown Billy Goats select Milan Tomic.
Well, there's another name. There's a couple names still lingering on the board now. Andy.
I was just out back, and I'm not going to lie, I was drinking Cedar Ridge whiskey. Delicious. By the way, Jamie Lesher, if you're still out there, which I would be shocked if you are, but I would appreciate it endlessly. That bottle is empty. So our owners, we had it outside just for our owners and general managers in the booth and their private VIP lounge outside, and that bottle's empty. So people love it, and I will say I don't know a ton about whiskey, but it was delicious. And we had a talk,
the whiskey,
and the idea that Milan Tomic was still available in the 6th round was a dream come true for us.
Did that have something to do with whiskey?
You know, maybe, and maybe Milan has something to do with whiskey. But whatever the case is that this is our final pick, and the way that we have built our team to have a made guy available in the 6th round was a big get for us.
In the frame. Let's see who they pick. All right. With the 3rd pick in the 6th round, the Beverly Jacks select Aaron Brown.
Who? That was going to be my question.
Oh yeah, all right. He must be the best player in the Beverly Bocce Club, because I haven't heard of this fella, and I love this. I love this pick. I love this team unity up here. I love that they're all gathered together. Look at this team photo. Man, that is a good-looking team. Eric Brown, all right. Sign him up. That is a homie pick right there, Mike. We're taking our guy. He's still out there. We're taking our guy. I wonder if he has any idea.
Andy, put that on. You let him know.
Get out of here. He's trying to make me wear a Beverly Jacks hat. I would never. But that's a great logo, guys. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Vince Petrosino for designing that logo.
You're a resident of Chicago now, or
No, I'm not on the list.
No fucking way. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for our viewers at home. I'm getting loose. Cedar Ridge got me cursing.
What?
Our Cedar Ridge rep saying she'll definitely get us more. But that bottle is gone. It's gone. It's a testament to the whiskey. And it's not the only bottle out there. I mean, we got 6 bottles sitting out there, and the Cedar Ridge is empty.
Our wonderful photographer, Jen, would like to take team photos of everybody. So, celebrate, but also you can choose whether you want to take it from the step and repeat or take it outside. And then for my girl game, every female drafted today, let's get together and take a picture.
2 more picks. There's a bunch of players out there who I hate to see. A lot of my friends out there, I don't like to see these looks on their faces.
No, I do not. And we had a real hard time, with our last few picks. And at the end of the day, Mike, we're trying to draft the best team for us. And we only have 6 spots, and 2 were taken. So we only had 4 spots available. So we're inviting all of these players in here. And of course, everyone thinks they're as good as they are, if not better, right? Like, everybody thinks they're the best bocce player. That's the beauty of this game, is that you roll the ball, you win a game, you win a league, you win a tournament, you think you're something special, right? But drafting a team is not all about that, right? It's about cohesion, it's about camaraderie, it's about building a franchise for the future, right? This is not immediate. We're not talking about winning this league. We're talking about building the game of bocce nationally to expose recreational players to a larger idea that eventually gets this game in the Olympics, and that is a bigger.
I'm sorry, Georgia La Barbera. What a beautiful little baby.
Can we get Georgia on the broadcast for a minute? Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it's right there. You're on camera. There she is. Oh my goodness, this is the future.
This one.
Take 2 steps back. Yeah. That is Georgia La Barbera, the future United States gold medal winner and international competitor. She is a real good sport. Oh my goodness, you cannot fake that smile. You know what I love about infants is the candor. They don't fake their reactions, and the way that she looked when Anthony kissed her was genuine, and that means he's a great dad. We know she's got a great mom. We know that, but she's got a great dad, and if she happens to roll a ball, which she will, you're going to see a USA jersey on that lady someday. Can I call a baby a lady? I'm so sorry.
Georgia La Barbera, remember the name. Folks, 2 picks left. We got the Butchers up next. What are you thinking here for the Butchers, Andy?
Goodness gracious.
You got to. So I keep saying it. Dustin Holsinger, Jesse Morris, Jeff Giegel. I mean, those are the 3 that immediately come to mind.
Big names.
Those are the people that are staring at me right now.
Patrick Gershmeyer. Joe Blumenstein.
Is Peyton in the?
Peyton is not in the draft pool.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Peyton would be gone by now.
Right.
Yeah, Peyton would have been in the. I bet she would have been in the
3rd or 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th round, which is the 1st or 2nd round after pre-designations.
It's the 3rd or 4th round. Everybody wants to qualify these rounds. It's the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th round. I mean,
How about your partner in crime, Alicia Harvey? Surprised that she went.
You know, I'm.
Where did she go? 5th round?
I'm so proud and so excited. Nobody in the room is more excited than Alicia Harvey, which I said about the. Which I said about the Butcher's previous pick, Lilia Zaporaniak. They know what's going on. You know what I know is that Alicia and Lilia together are better than their individual selves, right? They are great teammates, and I'm
Trust me, no one felt it more than me up here.
way more proud than I am bummed.
Just kidding. All right, so
If you do not get drafted tonight, everybody that is in the player pool is still eligible to be picked up as a practice player. And when we grow and we add more teams, you are still on the list. So thank you, everybody. We have the Fulton Market Butchers free agency too. I didn't have a prompt for this one, guys. Sorry. Yep, that's your hat. All right. Our selection is in. With the 5th pick in the 6th round, the Fulton Market Butchers select Patrick Gersmeyer.
There you go, Andy.
There we go. That is a made guy right there. There are a few people in the room that would have been more disappointed not being drafted than Patrick Gersmeyer, and Vito knows it. Great general manager, great pick. Patrick's a former baseball player who immediately acclimated to the game. Is a American Bocce Bar League legend. Oh,
This might be the only name I don't know how to spell.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm going there. We'll see if he comes over and corrects us.
I think there's no E. I think it's Gersmeyer.
That's what it is.
Hard R.
I know.
We gotta get the hard R.
All right, Andy.
I don't think that's right either. But
no, I don't think.
Patrick's a made two-way player.
Whatever, we're leaving it. Patrick Gersmeyer. No, you know what? I think it's Y. We're doing that.
I don't think that's right. Doesn't look right.
Whatever.
That makes the R less hard. Last pick of the draft. Highwood Stallions. I have no idea what's going on here. I think they might. Maybe Kyle from the Baboons.
Of the evening. You here. Assume the position by the light. Thank you. All right. Can I get a drum roll, please? Thank you. With the 6th pick in the 6th round, the Highwood Stallions select. I thought there was a joke and there was nothing in here. Kyle Kluber.
I knew it. They took a baboon. They took a local. They took somebody they know. And there was nothing wrong with that. And Kyle's a made guy. He's been traveling with the baboons for years. I'm really glad he showed up. I didn't even know he was here.
all right, everyone, that concludes tonight's
What's up, Kyle?
inaugural Chicago
Bocce League draft. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Congrats to all the players who were drafted. Reminder, y'all need team pictures.
There you go, folks. There's your draft. We're going to have a word with a couple of the owners. Andy, you want to go wrangle a couple owners?
Yeah. So we had Tim Tillari, we had Andy Benio, we had Sean Crone. So let's go outside. Do you want to get Scott in here?
Yeah, let's get Scott.
We'll start with Scott, and then I'll wrangle the other owners. But I just want to say that teach you, our players here in the draft room who did not get drafted, that this world of bocce is way bigger than they've experienced. And that this is only the beginning, that we're just starting here. You know, our club is not even officially open. We're going to have courts. We're going to have practice regiments. We're going to have accessibility in the city where you can come and play on long courts, the most beautiful courts on earth right now. And this is not the end. This is the beginning. And just know that you could take this two ways. You could take it as a slight, or you could take it as an opportunity. And if you take it the second way as an opportunity, that we are here, we are willing to help teach and instruct and build you into a better player. And if you don't want tutelage, come play on your own. Come practice. Come be Rob Schroeder. Come be Lauren McDermott. Come be Vanessa Garapo. Come be somebody who spent the last 5 years of their life 10 to 20 hours at a club rolling balls and improve to a point where people who don't know you think you as a hot commodity. And this is an opportunity for you to become great, because we were all nobody and we all chose to become somebody. And this is not by any means the end.
Beautifully said.
All right.
Go get Scott.
I was serious. I'm going to go get Scott Alpeter, my owner, and go celebrate some more. Mike, I love you. Great to see you.
Love you too, Andy. Congratulations. Andy Zimmerman, franchise pick for the Bucktown Billy Goats. Joined by his teammates now, Alex Guerra, Billy Strippick, Mario Dato, Keith Young, and Milan Tomic. Power rankings coming out tomorrow on social media. That'll be up to you folks. You want to put them out tonight? We'd love to hear it. Let's hear it in the chat. Who's the best team? Gerstmeyer. So we did spell it correctly at one point. I knew that was right. I should have never listened to Andy.
Hello, sir.
What do you think, Chad? Who's the strongest team in the draft right now? As I am joined very shortly here in the booth by Bucktown Billy Goats owner, Mr. Scott Alpeter. How you doing, Scott?
I am excellent, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
How do you feel about how the draft?
I am very excited about our team. We were just having a chat outside. We got everybody in the positions that we wanted them in. We feel like we've got a team that has a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, pointing and shooting, which is something that in this league in particular, with the format that we're doing, I think is going to be very important. And yeah, we got a lot of guys that have played a lot together, so there's already that chemistry and that comfortability with each other, and yeah, we're excited.
Beautiful. Were there any picks? I know you guys were eyeing a Lauren McDermott pick, possibly in the third round there. Was that the plan if she wasn't picked up by the Butchers?
Yeah, so obviously Andy and Alex, for anyone who doesn't know, have a long history with McD. They've played with her a ton. Her talent speaks for itself, but obviously the personal relationship with her as well made her our overall top choice if she was available, but we knew, again, given her skill level, that there was a good chance that that wouldn't happen. So yeah, being the fourth round pick, or the fourth pick in the round, meant that we had to be a little more reactionary than we would have liked. We would have liked to have been able to plan and position a little bit better, but we, like I said, we got the people that we wanted in the positions we wanted. We had a short list for each round, and everybody that we got fell within that list. So we're really happy with our picks. Obviously, with a talent pool this deep, there are always going to be people out there that, you maybe thought about getting or wanted to get or, had envisioned as a possibility. But at the end of the day, there's only so many picks. You got to go in the order that you're drawn, and it is what it is. You keep moving and, come up with a different plan. So, actually, I think, I had discussed drafting an all-ladies team at one point, and we ended up being the only team that doesn't have a female player on it.
That's
so,
true. Yeah.
So much for that plan. Things do not always go the way you envision. So, but yeah, we're super thrilled with who we got, and excited for a great league.
Well, Scott, living in Cleveland, dedicating yourself to the point of driving all the way out here for the draft. I'm sure you'll make appearances at certain points throughout the season, the playoffs, here and there. Recently, quitting your day job, right, to go all in on bocce. How excited are you for the future of Scott Allpeter's bocce life?
You already know because you're a big part of it, right? I am an entrepreneur by nature. I've kind of been spending the last 5-6 years looking for the next thing. And I've had some different ideas, some different plans, things that didn't happen. And honestly, this bocce stuff came out of nowhere. I've been playing since I was a kid, but to imagine that we're doing the kinds of numbers that we are with the viral videos, with the stream regularly with OBL, and I'm sure with CBL coming up soon, it's just a very exciting time for bocce, period, and obviously for me personally. I'm the director of sales for Ohio. If you're looking to sponsor a bocce league, talk to me. We're trying to take this to the next level. It's been said multiple times tonight. You'll hear it a bunch more in the posts and in the interviews and stuff leading up to the season. We really do believe, obviously, you, Alex, Andy, Danny, and Matt in Ohio, and everybody else around the country, and our friends up in Toronto as well, right, with EBL and what they're doing. It's just it's a really exciting time. We're on the cusp of maybe being the next big thing, and I'm really honored and excited to be a part of it.
Why not us? We got one more question for you here from the chat. Mr. Danny Catullo, Commissioner of the OBL, wants to know who was the biggest surprise available when he picked?
For us, the biggest surprise for us? That's a good question. Keith and Mario were both guys that I think we thought might be taken sooner than they were. So for our team, those would be the two names for us. Overall, there were definitely some other surprises throughout the night. Obviously, being a little bit of an outsider, they're not as big of a surprise for me because I just don't have the same expectations and knowledge of the player base. But I think the parity in this league, just like Ohio, is really impressive. There's ballers at every position for every squad, and it's going to be tough from week to week, I think, to know who's going to play in what role for what team and what the outcomes of these games are going to be. I think we're going to have a lot of really, really competitive games, which is exactly what we've seen so far in Ohio as well.
Beautiful. Well, why don't you tell the folks where they can find you and the Bucktown Billy Goats on social media?
Yeah, so we are Instagram, Bucktown Billy Goats. We are Facebook, Bucktown Billy Goats. It's pretty easy with us. And then, me personally, High Roller Bocce, post all kinds of stuff there. But, please become a fan. We're excited to make you all fans and to give you some great bocce to watch.
I think you got a lot of fans already, Scott. Good luck in the CBL, and congratulations on drafting a great team.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Enjoy the night. We're going to see if we can get a word with Nick Drous here, owner of the Park Ridge Penguins. What a night for Chicago. What a night for Bocce. 36 players have now graduated to the level of semi-pros. 36 more in this country. That makes a total of 78. There are now 78 semi-pro bocce players in North America. And now joining me in the booth, Mr. Nick Drous, owner of the Park Ridge Penguins. How you doing, Nick?
Mikey, I'm doing great. How you doing?
Let me turn your mic up a little bit here. I'm doing well, man. Thoughts on the draft? How did everything go for your team tonight?
So thoughts are, we made that trade, which really helped out a lot of us because it went back to, we were able to get back-to-back picks. We were sitting at 8 and 17 without that, and there's a lot of gaps, and we lucked out that the players that we wanted were not drafted yet. So we got lucky to some extent, but so happy we made the trade.
That was ultimately your 4th and 5th round pick, is that correct?
Yeah.
You traded up to be earlier in the. Let's see. You traded up to be earlier in the 4th round, right?
Yeah. We traded back our 4th round, so we were at 4th round at 8th, and then went to 12 and 13. So we had the back-to-back picks.
You traded up for Bridget Reedy. Is that who you were? The player that you were targeting when you made that trade?
We wanted her at our 8th spot, and we lucked out that she didn't take it yet at 12. So it all worked out.
How do you feel about your team here, looking at these 6 players?
My biggest thing was we want positive vibes for the team, and everyone here has a great personality. The talent is there as well, but the biggest thing is like camaraderie and just meshing well with the team. So
sure. The Penguins, great. That's the Penguins brand. We're going good vibes, camaraderie, team spirit. I think you're gonna get a lot of fans that way, Nick.
And that's what it's all about, and showing off the actual sport itself, and that'd be fun.
Well, what? Let's see. In the first season of the CBL, do you have any? What are the goals that you're setting for yourself, for your franchise? Do you have any particular goals, or is it more?
For the first season, I'd say if we finish top 3, I'd be happy.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think we're there.
Sure. Start somewhere, work up from there. I was looking at this draft board here, so I would imagine that Sean is going to start off as your singles player. Is that correct?
Most likely, yes.
Who's going to be your shooter on the double side?
So double side, possibly Popko. That's what we drafted him, or Bridget. They're both players that can go either way.
Chris Prokop?
Prokop, yeah. And that's why we got lucked out with that trade where we got to get back-to-back picks for that. Because we had Vanessa, we had Sean, then Vanessa, and then Dave.
Right there.
Yeah, put my glasses back on.
Yeah, Sean, was that the plan coming into the draft? Was for Sean to pick his brother as the 3rd round pick?
We went through it, and how it kind of worked out was Sean's a shooter. Vanessa's also a great shooter. Even though she might not be comfortable in it all the time, we have faith in her. She knows we believe in her capability. So we wanted to point her, but then we knew after Dave we had to get some sort of shooter, where it's like we have to get somebody out there to knock him out, and that's where Bridget and Chris come in. Both good pointers, good shooters. So it worked out. The trade worked out very well for us.
Beautiful. Any notes from tonight? Any surprises? Any
surprises?
Where are you leaving? Are you leaving? Oh, okay. Thanks, Billy. Not really.
Honestly, I was surprised at the output you guys put out for BBM. This was amazing.
Oh, thanks.
You guys did a hell of a job, and it's one of those things you're walking into something you don't know what to expect, and you guys did a fantastic job. Happy to see all the other teams kind of compete as well. And it's fun. It was fun outside as the owner to go and talk to the other teams and kind of overhear what they're talking about and strategize a little bit.
What's that like, drafting a team, owning a semi-pro team and drafting a team? What was that experience
As
like?
you tell, I'm sweating, so that's one thing.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
a lot of people who every time you walk in the door, they're staring at you like,
right.
Please,
a lot
look
of pressure.
At me.
I think the coolest part was working out the draft capital and seeing like, okay, if we do this trade, we're going to guess that Highwood takes Thornberry or Highwood takes whoever they are, or Fulton takes blah, blah, blah. And kind of the nuances and the nervousness of like, hey, if this pick doesn't go the way we think, then we got to adjust. So that was the fun part, but also the nervous part for sure.
Did you have fun?
Even my wife was like getting nervous, and she has nothing to do with the actual team, so it was fun.
You enjoyed it? You enjoyed the experience?
A lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing the Penguins competing out on the court. Why don't you tell the folks at home where they can find you on social media?
So follow us at PR_Penguins on Instagram, Park Ridge Penguins on Facebook. We're working on websites and everything else, so it'll all be up there soon.
Beautiful. Well, we can't wait to see the Penguins out on the court. Congratulations.
Let's go Penguins.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Have a great night, man.
You too.
Well, folks, actually, I would love to get Scott. Can you see if one of the Beverly guys? Yeah, just one of them, please. I'd love to get a word with the Beverly Jacks ownership group, another unknown group to many of you out there. The rumors are true. One of their owners, Barstool Eddie, if you're watching, hi Eddie. Big name here in the Chicago sports scene. It will be, they're going to be one of the Miles Russell, Leo Gennady, Courtney Strickland, Lily Zappareniak, Alicia Harvey, Aaron Brown. I mean, that's got to be one of the favorites out of the gate, right? Even with just those top three, Miles, Leo, and Courtney. I mean, if I would imagine Miles is playing the singles there with Leo and Courtney, and they could actually switch on and off. Shooting and pointing. That's one of the teams that some of these teams they're how they're going to appear out on the court. Their starting lineups are set. You know, there's not going to be a lot of changes and wiggle room and surprises week to week with who's playing singles, who's playing doubles, who's shooting, who's pointing. But this is a team that we could see some changes week to week. Hopefully, coming up shortly, we'll have one of the Beverly guys. All right, joining me in the booth now, Mr. Nick Lamaglio, the Beverly Jacks.
Famous yet? Beverly Jacks are coming.
Who's famous, you or the Beverly Jacks?
Beverly Jacks.
Oh, sure.
Beverly Jacks.
Well known. Historic team. Nick,
it's unique. We're Southside. I mean, and this is what makes Chicago amazing. You look up at Elmwood Park, Sauganash area. A lot of people don't know where Beverly is. And we're southwest side of the city. And if you think about it from like a neighborhood standpoint, it's very similar to Sauganash. So there's a ton of crossover chemistry where bocce was built and born kind of up in that north and west and kind of part of the city.
Historically Italian area?
No, so Irish.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how much time you have going to the history of Beverly, but
we got 9 hours till YouTube cuts us off.
All right, buckle up. No, it was originally Irish Catholic that moved down that way, and very blue-collar neighborhood. You know, it was police, fire, because in order to work in the city, you have to live in the city limits. And so that's kind of how the neighborhood was originally established, and then we have lawyers and bankers and everybody else. But bocce has always been, at least a part of my life, a very important component, and we kind of tried to build it on the south side.
Beverly is the southernmost neighborhood in Chicago, right?
It's about as far southwest into the city as you can get. Mount Greenwood, I think, is actually the neighborhood that truly butts up into the line. But Beverly, we're all in the same area, 19th Ward.
Yeah, so
for the political people out there, we're 19th Ward.
Okay. A lot of people watching are not going to know the geography of these certain teams and the representation of Chicago, but we got a good mix. I don't know very well myself. I've been in Chicago for only a month
you got
now.
Park Ridge West, beautiful area. A lot of Frank Lloyd Wright homes out in Park Ridge. It's absolutely beautiful. Then obviously Elmwood Park, Fulton Market. All of this area was like the hub of economic activity in Chicago back in the day, and kind of fell on hard times, came back, and now restaurants, everything else is coming in. But the geographical diversification you have in this league, I would argue, is it captures a lot of parts of the city. Maybe a Lakeview or a Lincoln Park is probably next where you want to expand. I just don't know how popular bocce is in some of those areas.
Sure. Well, we'll find out. Hopefully it becomes a lot more popular in the next couple of years. Why don't you give us a short history, and I'll let you get back to the cigars outside. Yeah. A short history of how the Beverly Jacks evolved.
Yeah, so built a court in my backyard, Beverly Bocce Club. It was our yard. There was no formal kind of business around it. We grew it. We ran tournaments. Met Alex. Met you. Our mothers actually met in the airport.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like, your mother was wearing a Beverly Bocce Network or Beverly Bocce broadcast shirt, and my mom goes, "My son loves bocce too." And they connected that way. But and then we built it up. I have guys that have been with me from the start when we initially rolled out Beverly Bocce Club, and they're a part of the ownership group. That's why we don't have one identity. There's not one guy that owns this. It's owned by the people. It's a collective. And we have Leo. Thank you for that connection, introduction. He is a legend, and he's our GM. He's incredible. We picked up Miles. He's, again, what makes our team, I think, a little unique, and I'm not going to sit here because I'm sure the Penguins and everybody else has opinions. Our players have a lot of experience playing together. And bocce is such a sport of feel and partnership and emotion, and we're very lucky that we got Courtney at 3, and we have just an entire roster of what I would say high-end bocce players, and not a single one of us plays, but we're there to support them, cheer them on.
Beautiful. Well, now evolving from the court in your backyard, the Beverly Bocce Club with your friends and everything, now is kind of stepping out onto this scene of competitive bocce, the national scene, into the national spotlight. Yeah. How excited are you to showcase, to be a part of these established players, but also to be able to bring your own look, your own brand,
exactly,
your own character and creativity, to the world of competitive bocce?
So if you look across the world of sports, right, and I have people ask me all the time, they're like, "Nick, why are you obsessed with bocce?" And I just like running games. I like bringing people together. Bocce is one of the most community-driven sports you can do because there's pure parity. You can be 95 years old or 18 years old, and there's no strokes. It's not golf. It's not tennis. It's not baseball. It's not football. It's not basketball. There is pure parity in this game regardless of age. And they're like, "Why are you, so excited about it?" Because I think it brings people together. And then what I really ultimately kind of want to see is it get broadcasted to a broader audience. My goal with bocce is I want it to be an IHSA sport. So the Illinois High School Athletic Association, IHSA, we have the state football championships, we have the state football volleyball, everything.
Sure.
How do we get bocce as an IHSA sport? Because it's the one sport where you can be the middle linebacker on the football team, or you can be like, I don't want to sound, but the captain of the chess club. But it don't matter what your 40-yard dash time is in the sport. Doesn't matter how much you bench press. Doesn't matter what your athletic, Are you mentally tough? Are you a good teammate?
And it's not for a lack of need for skill or talent or anything. It's because it brings in so many different elements and different skill sets that you could have. The strategy,
absolutely,
the execution, the mental part is such a huge part of the game.
How do you play? How are you as a teammate? How do you guys get excited together, or are you a calm player? I'm an excitable player. We learn how to play together.
It's a beautiful game.
No, I agree, and you guys are doing incredible work. There's a lot of upside. It's pickleball, baby, early, and I always tell you. The other thing I was saying is when George Halas, I'm a Chicago Bears guy, final thought. George Halas in 1920 got together with another 6 group of guys, and football had been around since the late 1800s. University of Chicago, the Cardinals, that CUC was originally the University of Chicago in late 1800s.
Arizona, right? Yeah.
Arizona, but it was a Chicago team.
Yeah.
But that C all started, Halas and a couple guys got together in the 1920s, are let's figure out maybe this sport can be organized. That's kind of how I feel bocce is in the U.S. right now. I think it could be maybe 100 years from now the next NFL. But if you don't dream big, what's the point?
Sure. Well, it's a beautiful thing, Nick. We're very happy to have you guys on board. Very excited for the future of this league and our partnership. And awesome. Why don't you tell the folks where they can find you on social media?
So, I'm not on social media, but I was going to say Beverly Jacks Bocce at Instagram. It's on Instagram.
Beverly Jacks
Bocce.
I
don't run it. Beverly Jacks Bocce.
That's all right. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you guys out on the court, and can't wait to see what we're able to do with this sport. That rhymed.
Appreciate it. Hey, wordsmith.
Thanks, Nick.
See you, Mike.
All right, we're going to have one more guest in the booth here, Mr. Vito Bonsante, player manager of the of the Fulton Market Butchers. And then we will let you folks move on with your lives. Vito, how you doing?
I can't be happier that with what happened. As far as my assessment of the players and everything, my list came out good. So I'm thrilled. I put a lot of time and work into that list, and we just fell into some stuff that we didn't think was going to happen.
What did you not think was going to happen?
Well, Rob, basically, Sean has kind of a history with Rob, and we were just really surprised when they traded out of that pick. We just didn't think that was going to happen. We thought he was just, going to take Rob because of that history, because of the tournaments he played with him and stuff like that. I actually had Rob pretty high on my list because of, a couple different intangibles for him. He's a pretty high IQ player. He's put the time and the work into PRV and becoming a ref and all that stuff like that. So he definitely has something that some of these players don't have. And so we were just really excited as far as getting that pick. That was something really to add to our core that we already just loved. It was exciting to get that. It made it a little bit easier for me as far as when we moved on in the draft process. But the whole process itself has been excellent. As far as the opportunity that I was given to kind of come in and create this roster and just be myself and and make things work, especially with two players that I just absolutely love and adore, especially with the way that me and Lauren played at, the Massa, and just being so close and just having that like great chemistry, and just, she makes me a better player, and I know I make her a better player, and so that's like really big thing for us. We're lucky with getting that pick, because I believe without the number 2 pick, if you give that pick to, the Billy Goats or somebody else, I think they take her, and they get that like really elite roller to put that ball right there every single time to neutralize some of those shooters that are just excellent, so I'll play against any other pointer with my shot if she continues to suck balls away from those, pointers, shooters, sorry.
Is that the team we should expect to see roll out first opening day? Maurizio at singles, you and McD on the doubles side?
That's always been the plan. We want Maurizio to showcase his multi-talented skills. He can shoot and point at elite levels. He's proven that. Contrary to popular belief, Maurizio shoots, and he also shoots at an elite level. Just because he points when he goes to these other places, it's only because he's doing something that's so elite, and he's hurting those teams by doing what he does. And maybe people don't understand that in different areas, but he is very elite in both of those things, and we're giving him the opportunity to do that, and that's always been the plan, and so we're excited to do that.
Do you think so? Watching the Ohio Bocce League, different format, right? 4-person walk. We see a lot of substitutions. Do you expect to see as many substitutions in the CBL?
That's a great question, Mike. We don't anticipate that as much. Maybe because of people being absent or certain things happening. I work 6 days a week. Saturdays are not really my easiest day to make it, so it's possible that I miss a few of those games, but that was the very much important thing about having Rob and having somebody that can kind of be, have the two-way player that, he could step in and do that, for Lauren. And, the depth that we got, with somebody that actually is, I think, a surprise pick. I don't think that a lot of people thought that we were going to take George where we took him, mainly because a lot of people don't really know who George is. George has quickly rose the ranks in the log cabin. He's won the hardcore championship within like 2 years of playing. He is an incredibly consistent shot. He's a very calm player. He's young. He's impressionable. He's somebody that we think we can turn into a superstar. And this is something that we've talked about forever. I took him. I'm reaching for George, and you know that. I'm sure you guys. I haven't watched the stream or how you guys talked about him. He's not very much a long court player. He plays at the log cabin, but we think we can develop him into something that's otherworldly.
Otherworldly?
Yeah, I do really, because he's got a very calm demeanor. He's got a very, I don't want to say low heart rate, but he's somebody that not just me, Lauren and Maurizio think that we can really mold him into something. He doesn't have a set, thing, like a lot of other players do. He's not set in his ways, and we just feel
valuable.
We feel like we can hammer him out into something, a lot better than a lot of other people were thinking they could do. So,
as a towel guy, the quick set hasn't set yet. You still got time. You can move that towel around a little bit.
Quick set isn't always the greatest thing, and by the way, I don't use it. So, but it's.
Mortar, is that better?
Mortar, yeah. Mortar, we'll call it thin set, mortar, whatever you want to call it. But basically, I just love that pick because, it's just kind of like something that's shaking it up. Like I said, getting Rob and having that solidification of another player that really could just step in high IQ. You know, he just has a little bit of everything that we love. And so we were making that reach pretty much no matter what. Like, that was something that was on our list because we just know we could do something with him that maybe other teams couldn't and didn't know about, by the way, too. So maybe there's a little bit of a log cabin. By the way, I got George into the log cabin. He's a friend of mine, and it's just kind of like, you know, these gems, you know, are where it's at. It's like, you know, the draft is about gems. It's about finding untapped talent and then developing it and turning it into something that's way more valuable than, you know, what people think is. So that's just my thinking about that, you know. So.
There you go. George Deuce Madison, name to look out for.
Yeah,
why don't you tell us, before we get off air here, real quickly, as somebody who has played the game for so long and who has been around it for so long, how excited are you for where this game is at right now and the future of the sport?
So, me technically being what I would call a first wave of the new generation of bocce players, you know, coming from the log cabin and also just fighting my way through the ranks of the Highwood Bocce Club, because just coming up and kind of like people being like, I don't know who you are, and you know, it's just very difficult to get to this place. And you know, I'm ecstatic about what's happening here. Like we could never think, you know, that something like this could happen, and it's just kind of a dream for us, you know, starting and playing this game at a small little Polish bar with 2 courts. And you know, it's just so cool that, like, you know, we're here, and we love that, you know, you have these entities that are just growing and becoming, you know, more popular, and like, it's a dream to me, you know, that something like this is happening. You know, I bleed this sport. You know, we call it sport game, whatever you want, but I bleed this blood. Like, this is what I want. This is everything that I've been working for. You know, when I, you know, go do and, you know, start a new league at the cabin just to develop players and just to be an ambassador for the sport and just to make the sport grow, it really tickles my heart. This is what I want. You know, I don't care about anything else. You know, I have my other things that I'm into, but this is what makes me live. And, you know, I can't wait for it, you know, especially traveling and playing and meeting people and the camaraderie and just everything. Like, I consider this a gentleman's game, but also, you know, part of my life, and I just want it to be everything that everybody knows that it should be, which is just love. Like, that's it. Like, that's true. Like, that's it.
Beautifully said.
That's all I have to say.
Well, we're very excited to have you as a player manager in the CBL. Congratulations on your draft selections. Fulton Market Butchers on Facebook, FM Butchers on Instagram. Thank you very much, Vito. Go enjoy yourself some Cedar Ridge.
I got something better than that.
They're a sponsor. There's nothing better.
But I like Cedar Ridge, but I'm a little more of a high proof guy.
This guy drove to Maine.
I like
to pick up beer and whiskey.
I'm actually going to Kentucky tomorrow, so maybe I will. I'm gonna drink some of that Cedar Ridge. Let's see.
All right. Well, thank you, Vito.
Yep.
Have a great night.
Have a good one.
All right, folks. This has been the Season 1 draft of the Chicago Bocce League. We appreciate you very much for tuning in. Season 1 of the league will start in January, Vito. We got a little bit of a break here, some construction. If you could, you know, still some construction left to do over there. You know how those construction guys are. You know how those tile guys are. Take the
I'll
headset
put the
off.
headset back on for that. Yeah, with the construction guys, yeah, you don't want to mess with them.
So the construction here will be done. I think club opens in like December. Season 1 of the CBL will start after the holidays. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, Chicago Bocce League. ChicagoBocceLeague.com is the website. All the information there. You can sign up for the email list. We'll have a store out very shortly. Please go follow all the teams. And yeah, we appreciate you very much for tuning in tonight. Thank you to our hosts here, the American Bocce Company and the Chicago Bocce Club. Alex Garr, Alicia Harvey, Bridget Reedy, Andy Zimmerman. whoever I'm forgetting, thank you to everybody who helped out in the booth. And again, thank you to all of you at home for watching. This has been the Season 1 draft of the Chicago Bocce League. From everybody here in Chicago, Illinois, I'm Mike Sheldon, Vito Bonsante.
I still love you, Cedar Ridge. I'm still going to drink you. You know that.
This has been a production of the Bocce Broadcast Network, and until next time, you take it easy.